Good evening. Sorry, I had a little delay there. A bit late getting on. Apologies. Tell you what I like though. This bad boy right here. Oh, I'm drinking from the wrong way. Hang on. Here we go. One day I'm gonna just straight pour coffee on me. All right, let me do my little tweet saying I'm live. What's up, TJ? How you doing, man? Do my little tweet here. We are live. Simple. TJ shopping. You shopping for these days, TJ? While we're just killing time, letting people get in. Oh, Tex, hey man. You talking about your... Yeah, that sucks, dude. Bad news. You may be wondering why I have Litecoin pulled up. One of my favorite canary in the coal mine situations. So this is actually a bearish pattern. That's what's funny about this. I mean, we'll get into this later. So the stream's been live 2 minutes. I like to give it, 10 to 15, 20 minutes maybe. Let people trickle on in. Just finished another exam in finance, TJ. A higher qualification for pension advising. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. That's right. Every time you're in here, you're a little step further, a little step further. Good for you. Good for you, dude. Anyway, this particular pattern is called a rising wedge. It's actually kind of bearish. So it's going to be very interesting to see if which one? There we go. It's going to be interesting to see if that rising wedge or Litecoin, if this falls, and we'll get into this kind of in more detail later. Typically these patterns break down to this little midpoint, that point, and then like 0.618 even below, which would be kind of like there. Typically you would see like some kind of stair step down. But when they break up, it's a ridiculously bullish sign. It very rarely happens, but when it does, it's like a 50% run a lot of times. It gets crazy. So I wonder if this little parabolic breakdown ends up being kind of debate, and it just keeps on trucking. Litecoin right there with it. Very interesting. Texas, congrats, TJ, Emmett. Yeah. TJ, I love hearing that, man. I appreciate you giving me little updates every now and then too. I went ahead and made this little meme guy. I showed how Last time Litecoin broke out of a multi-year consolidation, it pulled a 100x. That's what's down here during the last run. And then up here in the top, I'm showing how it may be doing the exact same thing right now. Oh no. Sorry, I had to update some settings here. Let me catch up. Because of the time difference, I rarely get to join the stream, but usually I take a few days off after I finish an exam. Try to get in here at least once. Oh, nice, man. I appreciate that. That's why we get some of the juicy updates like right after. Immediately after. I like that. I respect that. Okay. I got to change a couple settings. So you guys bear with me. We will hop straight into it. On this Sunday evening. That. That I'm trying to change here. Aslan, what's up, man? Been a while since I've been to one of your streams. What's up? Appreciate that. Going pretty good. Had some good streams lately. Been actually the last 3 streams, each one has been a new record in viewer count and everything. Like all the metrics, each one has been consistently better. So guess people are enjoying it. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're gonna again. I was just saying to chat, I'm killing another couple minutes, just letting people get in here, then we'll kind of dive right into the charts and see what's what. So dropped images of those curves. Hold on, you're in. Yo, what's up, Tex? Yeah, can you hear me? Are you? Yeah, I'm in. You. Okay, hey man. What curves are you talking about?
So, if you look at the last bull run,
okay,
right at the start of that parabolic curve, there is a separation from the curve, and then it kind of takes off.
Give me a date or a price.
We are looking at like 13 November of 15, or 30 November of 15 at like 319.
Okay. Aslan with the sub. Appreciate you, buddy.
Good job.
Hell yeah. Hey, by the way, Aslan, check out the new emotes. I added a couple. So you should. I think since the last time you were here, a lot of that stuff wasn't here. So just something fun, something to enjoy. All right, so you said November of 2015.
No, yeah, 2015, yeah.
Okay, so you're talking about this.
Yeah, way back there at the start.
Okay. How so it's just blasted off?
Yeah, and it separated and then came back to the line.
Yeah.
How it has those separations from the curve.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can kind of see we've got a couple of those, or at least one, on a potentially longer scale curve. If it holds, if that makes sense.
Shall see. So the way I view this particular line, which was so important, everything below this line was accumulation last time. Everything. And once it broke above it, it was like super explosive. I mean, the entire market was primed and ready.
Right.
So the way I see that this time around,
well, it's not
actually
that first breakup. It's like that second in the strength sign of strength. It's kind of more where seeing that
guy. Yeah. I can see that's basically what we're doing right now. I could buy that.
Yeah. So you can run it a little bit further back and get a longer trend arc going, because the arc will actually go back to like May of 20.
Yeah.
Like just coming out of the COVID
right.
stuff.
I agree. Could absolutely make it. So that was when I was saying that how it broke away from it, and I didn't like that. And you're saying that it would be similar to what happened last time.
Yeah.
I think that's very fair. The thing is, this goes, it basically, what I think it's going to end up doing is something like this. It's going to kind of take a less aggressive.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was showing in that image on Discord.
Something like that. I could see that.
Go to the right instead. It's not going to pull back. It's just going to track for a week or two.
And basically, eventually make its way back to this and find support. Which again, the way I like to visualize that is to go to the weekly and turn on the 20 weekly EMA. My favorite way to look at it.
WAP.
That's it. That's our line.
And the WAP is actually tracking that line too.
It is. That's right. So I think that, and it did the same thing last time, where it basically formed the parabolic uptrend for us. Yep. And it had some kind of squiggles along the way because it's just a moving average after all. Right. But the fact that you could almost draw a parabola on it is really funny. All right, let's get rid of some of this visual noise here.
So cool. That felt good that I was able to recognize that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely reasonable. Oh, I want to leave the sign of strength. Broke out of that. Okay. So, chat, for you early viewers here, something I want to show you guys that I'm very excited for. And it's either a complete fake out and it's all bullshit, or it's the real deal and we're looking at the start of a huge run, like maybe a 20 to 30x run. All right, and it's our boy Litecoin.
Giggity.
Why I had it pulled up. Let's look on this one. Why I had it pulled up earlier. So let's break back to the dailies.
We did drop about 300 in Litecoin.
$300,000
Thursday. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we dropped 300,000 right before I got laid off. Yeah,
my man.
Because that money would still be in there.
Dude,
yeah.
How do you fit them in your jeans? Jesus.
It's all about packing.
So, just shove them in there. So this is what happened last time, chat. We had a multi-year consolidation between $9 and call it $2.50, $2.75. And it just kind of ping-ponged around in there. And there was several tests of the highs until eventually it broke out. And once it broke out, it was explosive. That particular run, as we've discussed many times, was a 100x from bottom to top. It outperformed Bitcoin over the same period of time by like a 20x. So, or it was about 5 times outperformed Bitcoin. Sorry, I didn't say that right. When Bitcoin pulled a 20x, Litecoin pulled a 100x. So it was about 5 times better use of your money. So here's what's interesting here. I've been playing with this trend line, but the more I play with it, the more I think, see, there's a series of touches right in here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's multiple touches that the market is saying, no, this is the floor right here. So what I suspect is that the true kind of floor to this particular pattern is something like that. Which you could argue all this stuff, right? No crystal balls, who knows? But we have clearly, no matter how you draw these trends, we've clearly broken out of any sort of trend line. I mean, there's no other way you could draw this. I'm being very generous here, only using the wicks, not the bodies, etc. And here we are grinding our way out of that. So this is really bullish. If it can hold. The deal is, it doesn't matter what happens if Bitcoin tanks. And so this is why all eyes are on Bitcoin right now. So here's my, yeah, okay. Funding's kind of going up, down, up, down. No one really knows which way to go. The bottom indicator here is which way the margin traders are stacking.
Okay. Hey, that's good.
I mean, we'll take it. Nobody's like overly bullish. What you don't want to see is something like that, especially. Let me back up here. Especially as we're breaking this kind of shorter term parabolic rise. Better here. Multiple touches. I mean, this is a very fair way of drawing this. All these little skips and touches right up in here. So, what do we need to see to stay bullish on Bitcoin? What we need to see, and we're going to talk about this a little more in depth. Again, I'm still just kind of killing the clock, letting some people get in here. But what we're wanting to see is at least higher lows, which we've just printed. So here's our first low since the break. We had a second one, an equal low, and then we have a higher low, which is by definition bullish. So the next step would be to have higher highs. So anything above this would be good. And then if we can just kind of stair step our way, then what we may get is that infamous parabolic debate.
Yep.
Where when you have a parabolic run, like we were talking about last time, there's a few things that can happen. You know, you have your consolidation, bump, consolidation, bump, consolidation. This is about where we're at, like at this general point, right? You can kind of see we have several steps of consolidation before the breakups, and now we're starting to break through. So
starting to get a little too vertical.
That's it. So, and this happens. You can't just go up forever. I mean, we've pulled what, a 50% move in just a few months, like a month and a half, something like that. It was crazy. Yeah, since September 20th. And here we are, 50% up. So now that we've broken through, and very clearly broken through, it's not like we can kind of jiggle with the chart and find a way to argue that. It is what it is. We have a couple of options. One is a pullback. And if we do pull back, what we'd look for is that 20 weekly moving average. Currently, that's somewhere around this line, which is about $12,000 today. A little under. It's like 11.9, somewhere in there. So this would be our buy target. Like if we needed okay, where's the all-in buy? That's it. That's where it is right there. So that's option A. Option B is debate. We break through, maybe down a little bit, but it refuses to go any lower. And what you'll see, let me kind of redraw this so I can make it real clear. What you'll see is breakdown, and then it'll start kissing this trend line from the bottom. And a lot of times it'll like chase it until it gets one last huge shove. And an example of this, these are really the only two options for Bitcoin. An example for this is back in 2019, the first part of 2019, where we had this parabolic curve to the upside, and it's actually going to land right on there. And let me show you why. Let me fit this. All right. The multiple touches, even a couple little breakdowns where it refuses to actually break down and continues. Another little touch, a breakdown, and then here we have it fighting it all the way back until, you know, grinding along, however you want to put it. This little section, you could kind of argue a few different things, what's going on, but it has clearly broken the trend. there is no way you could say that it is still within the trend and try to like form fit it, because it went such a long time. Like if you tried to make that argument, I would just say no, because look at this huge period of time you were completely off the trend line. That there's no way that is a trend. If you go from April to June not like testing anything. So more than likely the more reasonable way to do this is to include these little periods of time, especially when it started going just straight vertical. Lots of touches, and then a breakdown with a final little touch there. So anyway, that is what we could be looking at. So basically we could be forming this. And if we did that, that would mean a shove to the prior all-time high, which is crazy. Just absolutely crazy. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows?
So I got a quick question just before we get started,
Yeah.
because this is something I haven't messed with and probably don't intend to right now, is shorts.
Okay.
How do they actually work shorts? Is it when you buy it, you're guessing at a low? Are you buying, and like on longs, the percentage that it drops, you get paid? Does that make sense?
It's the same idea. Yeah, it's the same idea. Where if the market price is here, let's give like a really good, clear example.
All right.
So the market price is, where is my horizontal rate? Okay. Let's say like we did it right now. Let's just say we did it right now. Because really you have two options right now with Bitcoin. You either expect it to go up and you long,
right?
Or and buying Bitcoin is being long. Whether it doesn't mean you're using margin and buying more than you actually have the buy power for. You are expecting it to give you more dollars in the future, and therefore you are long. So right now it's at 15,950, let's say, somewhere there. Okay. So if you expected it to go to 20K, the prior all-time high, somewhere in here, that's option A. So you would long to that. Option B is
buying it and it's going to make money for you, and you sell it as normal.
Yes. So the mechanism that's happening is you are, like, say you're margin trading this. You are margin long. You are buying Bitcoin today at today's price, and then you have an agreement to give that Bitcoin to someone else at this price when you close. So if the hold on. I did that in reverse. So if you're long, you have an agreement to give someone X amount of Bitcoin in the future at the close of the trade. Okay.
Right. So
you are anticipating the price to go up, whatever percentage this is, 25%. If you are correct and price goes up, then you make 25%.
But you're not saying. So
there, it's like a contract.
Are you having to guess at what it's going to get to, or are you just being able to margin at that that value that you're at, and whatever gains you get, that's the margin? So good question.
There's two ways to do this kind of betting, and it goes for shorts or longs. There is just a typical margin position, a short or long. Or it's what's called futures. You can trade futures. And you're saying that by a particular time and date in the future, like a month from now, 6 months from now, even it goes out like some are a year or two. I think that the price will be X. And if I'm right, then it's worth more money then. And as it approaches that price, your particular contract can be bought and sold a lot of times, depending on the rules of whatever exchange you're using. But that is a way to trade this as well. Now,
so
a lot of
that's just a straight up gamble.
It's a straight gamble, yeah. But a lot of people like that gamble because they're managing large positions. So like a lot of the smaller players, like probably any of us, we don't have to worry about this a whole lot. But
Right.
if you are long right here, like imagine you built this gigantic position. I mean, a multi, $100 million position down in here.
Some
And
of
now
the stuff
you-
we're reading in articles.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you've seen it go up 50% in like a month, then what you're likely doing is opening shorts, probably keeping your eye on this 20 weekly, and you're shorting to offset your position, your long position. So what you would do is if you basically have two positions open at the same time. You have the longs from back in here, and then you have the shorts that you entered here. So here's what would happen. It would basically offset. If the price goes down, well, okay, yeah, this position lost money, but that position gained money. Like your short gained money, your longs lost money. Okay?
But you can still hold your longs though, right?
Yeah, you can still hold them, but
Got
you
it.
didn't actually lose any money from here
Right.
because it's offsetting whatever happens, whatever activity happens. And at the same time, if like the price just tanks, let's say kind of goes down, you can build a position here and margin long it, even if you think it's going to continue to go down. So here's a great example of that. Back when the market broke, a lot of people might have been a lot of people might have been spot long. Spot just means they actually hold the Bitcoin in their wallets and everything.
Like us.
Yeah, like they is not institutional kind of stuff, but they actually own it. But at this point, and let's say they knew for a fact, they had a crystal ball and they knew that it was the top, and they had to make a decision what to do. They can do one of two things. One, they can close the position and sell for cash or US dollars or euros or whatever. And to do that, in a lot of places, that will create a taxable event for them. Okay,
Right.
So a lot of them have very, very, very large positions, these people who are thinking like this. And so for them to even enter into, some kind of sale, the taxes alone are a crazy amount of money, especially after run up like that. So what they might rather do is position for the future. And I mean, like for years into the future. And instead of just selling right there, what they might want to do instead is short. So they would open a short right here. So they would continue to open money, and then maybe long, and then short. But still, their base position was built back in here, and they're not giving that up, even though they're influencing the market a certain way, or trying to make money off the direction of the market.
Right. So they're still holding, but they're putting more money in to offset whatever short-term losses they may have.
That's right. So,
Okay.
and they may not even be putting more money in. This is why I don't talk about margin trades a whole lot, because here's the reality of it. This is what happens if you're wrong. Like if you didn't understand, or you enter the wrong contract or whatever, the collateral for the transaction. So let's work through this. You Tex send 2 Bitcoin to the exchange. You then set up a short. I need a little pen. All right. So you set up a short where you use, let's say 30% of your available Bitcoin as collateral. All right. And
Right.
you're short using 30%. So in your mind, you're thinking, oh, well, I've only used, let's say 50%, just for nice round numbers. It just would be easier. So you're short using 50% of your position as collateral. So in your mind, you're like, hey, look, I'm gambling 1 Bitcoin because, hey, that's 50%. And if I'm right, then I get more Bitcoin. If I'm wrong, then I lose Bitcoin, whatever, no big deal. I'm willing to take that risk. But what really happens is a lot of people miss that these contracts and these margin positions, everything are based on the dollar. So you are actually 50% of your total portfolio. So not the Bitcoin, but the USD portfolio. So what happens is if the Bitcoin price drops, then your entire collateral drops too.
It was, yeah. So if the price of Bitcoin drops, you're on the hook for what that dollar value for that 50% of your Bitcoin
Well,
was.
even worse, even
Yeah.
worse. So you thought you had, like, say at 20K, you thought you had 40K,
Right.
and you had a 20K position open because you were using
Right.
one, but all of a sudden, like, it drops to $4,000. Okay. So what was 40K is now 8K. You don't have 20K. You entered a 20K position, and you
Right.
can't go into debt. So somewhere along the way, when your total portfolio got kind of close to this 20K number, they actually liquidated you. They cashed you out.
So even that's gone.
Everything is gone. And a lot, this is why we're having this conversation. A lot of people think like, oh no, well, I just entered a 50%, and 50% of my 2 Bitcoins only one, because I'll only lose one. That's not how it works. If the USD,
That's where the scam hits everybody.
that's why this kind of shit. Yes. Anybody who was in a position of, like, let's look at just how big this last shove down was, which was like less than a day. It was 50% over, like, what was that? Let's call it 2 days. So 50% over 2 days. Anybody who had exposure of greater than 50% got wiped out. And by the way, you get margin called, which is where they ask you to put more Bitcoin or whatever in because your position's getting too close to, like, where you can't afford it anymore.
And if you can't meet the call,
they call you at 70%. They liquidate you at like 75 or 80%, and it could be on that wick. So you may get nothing back, and that's just how it is. So I am. There's enough volatility here that I don't think you need to add margin, and I'm just not a big, like, margin degenerate. So I'll always preach that kind of stuff.
Not at all. No, not right now.
No, I mean, come on. We went 50% in what I said, like, a month and a half. Let's actually measure it real quick. Let's see how that is now. Date range. There to there. 73 days, so almost 2 months. I mean, 2.5 months. About 2.5 months.
Go back to May. Where that long arc starts.
This guy.
Yeah.
So that is 200 days. Almost 100%. I mean, and then people are adding margin. Yeah, it gets bad. Margin is way too scary for me, says Aslan, and as it should be. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, I'm giving you the cautionary tales here.
And that's what I'm trying to, like, looking at some of these articles. They're talking about, you know, whales
margin positions and this and
margin
that,
and shorts, and I'm just like, okay,
yeah.
Like, I understand what the short is for, but I don't understand the mechanism and what they're using, how they're driving.
So here's what a short is. You know, you have, let's say, price actions right here. You enter a short at this position. So your hope is that the price drops to here. You know, whatever, comes down to here. So what you're doing is you're saying, hey, buddy, let's do a deal. I'll sell you Bitcoin, or, you know, whatever asset you choose. Right. I'll sell you Bitcoin. And here's the deal, though. I'm not going to give you the Bitcoin until a couple days from now. But you pay me today. Okay. So they're like, oh, yeah, okay. So this is, if you're short, then you like this if the price goes down, because you're not having to buy to close this transaction. You're not having to buy the Bitcoin or the Ethereum or whatever until later, this, like, a further point in time, like a few days later, a week later, whatever. So by the time you close the transaction, if the price is down here, what the mechanism that's actually happening behind the scenes is you're buying the Bitcoin at this point, and you give it to the guy who was on the other side of the trade. Like, you gave it to him. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Right.
Like, you're not just buying and selling.
So the guy on the other side of the trade is banking on the fact that the price will go up, so he'll get at a cheaper rate. Yeah,
that's right. So he's hoping that if he pays today, that he now owns something more valuable in the future. Right. Like, he's hoping for that. You're hoping for that. So this is the two sides to every trade kind of deal.
Right. So do the shorts impact market price?
They can in the short term, because and they don't have direct exposure, but a lot of times the guys who are entering these $100 million shorts, like these big shorts and stuff, they are actually, they're the buyers, like in here, and then they get their margin shorts ready, and then they sell their spot positions as well. So like they're, a lot of times they're the ones helping. They have shorts waiting right here. Like, so they're just not market short where they just slam the price down, but they have limit shorts where every time the price hits them, they're gobbling it up, and they're short, saying like, I think it's going to go down. I think it's going to go down. And the market is hitting its head on this ceiling over and over and over, and kind of grinds it to a halt. And then they market sell their actual held Bitcoin and drive the price down.
So they're making money twice.
Exactly. And then they'll buy it back down in here, but their shorts made money on the way down.
God damn.
So it's a dangerous game to play. It's very dangerous, because I promise you, a lot of people tried to do that here, and then tried to do that here, and then tried to, in fact, we could probably monitor, where's the, here we go. Yes. We can see where big positions were opened here. All right, let's see if anybody got caught short. Yeah. Literally, this entire wave right here is people going short. And while this is just BitMEX, and there are many other exchanges, some of the biggest shorts have been opened in the last 24 hours. And we'll get into that here in a minute. So a lot of big money has noticed that this parabolic trend is broken. But what's interesting is we have not just plummeted. Like, you see how price went up so hard here and so hard here? What you would expect is something equal to the downside. And I'm talking about like 20 to 30% in a day, scary sell-off kind of stuff.
Like if it's gonna drop, it's gonna get hammered.
Yeah. Like at
the end of that last break.
This was our last parabolic run.
Yeah.
All right. And when we just kind of trend sideways, and it was a series of lower highs, and when it finally broke, let's measure this real quick. That final break was 35% across a day and a half. 35% in a day and a half. A 35% sell-off. So that's what these big boys are anticipating right now. And so what I am thinking would be interesting is if we debate them like that, and it continues its uptrend, which literally
the bigger whales debating the smaller whales.
That's it. Yeah, it's just a game. It's all a liquidity game. It's all a liquidity game. So let's say you were the biggest whale dick in the world, and you had like $1 billion at your exposure, or at your hands where you could just spend it. They might be baiting. They may have intentionally sold this off, but then had buys ready and longs and everything, baiting the medium-sized whales to bet it to go down. And then what will happen if they're wrong? Let's say the guys who are shorting are wrong. What will happen is the price will start to shove up and break certain price thresholds, and they will be either margin called or liquidated or whatever. And the way the margins close these positions is to do the opposite. So, for example, let's say there are heavy shorts in position right here. As soon as the price starts to go up and get above these price levels, that you'll see these wicks to the upside. And it's the shorts being closed out, because to close a short, you must buy. And so you can actually see this a lot of times when price starts breaking out and up, is you'll get like a consistent period of candles where it's just nothing but solid buys. So if you are the biggest dick in the room, as far as like bags and money and everything, then you would actually bait these guys, because if you can get huge money into a position right here and then make it go the other way, huge money has to exit that position and do the opposite, which might be to your benefit. Like if you know that if you have the strength to push it up here, you might be like long on the other side of the trade, and getting them to liquidate, shoving it up, and then you're going to be the guy who to actually short the top. And you've removed a competitor. Like you're like the bigger fish eating the smaller fish. Like you have absorbed their capital. because you just used them to ride. Let's say it goes up to the all-time high. You've just used them to ride 25% with $100 million, because that was $100 million short that we read about earlier today, which we'll get into here in just a minute. Chat.
And here I am, just a little suckerfish on the side of the. I'm not even a suckerfish. I'm a barnacle. Let's just be real.
That's it. Yeah. Well, you and me both. You and me both. Okay, I'm gonna top off my coffee, then we'll kick things off. I have a few things I'm gonna discuss with everybody. One of them is the $100 million short and kind of what we can expect and all that stuff. So top off my coffee. I'll be right back. Tex, hit him with a dad joke. You got it.
Let's see here. This is a good one as a father of twins. What did the drummer call his twin daughters? And a 1 and a 2. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
All right, we're back. Okay. Tex, did you hit him with a good one? I text. Text died. Sorry. Chat. Apologies. Okay. All right. As promised, I'm gonna kind of Dottie said Meadow Green fall on my head. Fall right on my head. It was a good one. Aslan, it was a good one. Okay, good. All right. So here, oh no,
I'm back.
you're back. Okay, good.
Thank
All
you
right.
for the support, Aslan.
Here is the and these little pixels we see behind us. This is a shadow. Like you see how anytime I move, like I have my hand, because I don't have like professional lighting, so you'll have to forgive me as I'm like the nights and weekends. But anyway, here's the article that Tex and I were referencing. So let's just kind of read through this. We're going to take it a step at a time. If you guys got any questions, let's kind of hit it up. And because the white screen is like really bright, I'm going to dim a couple of my lights here. All right, Tex, I'm going to. I was getting a little bit of feedback on your end. Hang on.
Yeah, no problem.
You might do your sensitivity down.
Yeah, can do.
Okay. A Bitcoin whale just shorted $100 million of Bitcoin. This is 17 hours ago, right? So essentially the same price. Price hasn't changed in a couple days. On November 15th, after various on-chain data hints at a whale-induced Bitcoin sell-off through the week. Bitcoin whale placed $100 million short on Bybit, which is an exchange, according to the pseudonym trader CL. It comes after various on-chain data points. After various on-chain data points toward a whale-driven sell-off through the peak last week. Though the momentum of Bitcoin remains strong, there are many reasons that make 16,000 an attractive area for sellers. There's significant liquidity at 16,000, primarily because it has heavy resistance, but the level has seen relatively high buyer demand, stablecoin inflows show. Hence, the battle between buyer and sellers at 16K makes it an area with high liquidity with which is competing for sellers, which is compelling for sellers, excuse me. Okay. Now, one thing I want to dive into, there are several websites. One of them is this CryptoQuant, and they will actually show net inflows of Bitcoin flowing into and out of multiple exchanges. What these exchanges are, or what these charts are showing, is essentially if the little orange bars are spiking to the upside, that much Bitcoin is flowing into the exchange. And the assumption is, oh, well, if things are flowing in, then they will most likely be sold, because why else would you take them out of your like hidden secret storage area to send it to an exchange if not to sell it? So that's what they're saying as well is, oh, our on-chain data is showing that some stuff is happening. Now, if I zoom in, you'll notice that I can't actually get past the 14th, which is yesterday. So the reason is this is where they want you to upgrade. So I don't have this particular upgrade. It's very expensive. It's like they want guys who are day trading with lots of money to be buying this particular stuff. Hang on real quick. Let me fix that. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right. So that's what they want. I can't afford it. I don't care enough to buy it. Could afford it, but it's not worth it. So this is where you can get data like that, like what this article is talking about. That's the only reason I bring this up. There's lots of interesting data. They'll even talk about where the miners are sending their information to as well. And I have a chat panel. I'm going to just hide that for the moment while we're going through some of these articles and stuff. Okay, let's go back to this. So what this article has said so far is that a lot of coin has moved onto exchanges to be sold, but at the same time, a lot of stable coins, which is the same as dollars, euros, whatever, have also moved on to exchanges. So you have these like juggernauts on both sides. You have these huge sellers and you have these huge amounts of buyers, and they're coming like head to head. They're clashing. And that clash is why we see the price going literally sideways. And you could even argue that like since back in here is essentially sideways. I mean, this is a range of like 12%. And I mean, I think that's reasonable enough to call sideways. Now we have broken this particular trend line, but it hasn't given way yet. We have not made like consistent new lows. So, who knows? But there is a battle going on, and that's what that article is saying. So let's go back. Actually, I just realized I had you muted through a button click. Or I had myself deafened. I muted.
No worries.
Okay, so you good so far on the data that it was? Okay, okay. So increasing, this is the next little section. Increased sign of whales taking profits. The seller aggressively sold Bitcoin on Bybit on November 15th. Order flows show that there were sell orders around 3.5 million on average consecutively over several hours. So let's say you had $100 million. There was something like that. This guy had big money and he was selling $3.5 million every several hours. Based on the abrupt large-scale sell order, this Twitter guy suggested that it may result in two scenarios. First, the seller could get engulfed and cause a squeeze, which is what we were just talking about, where if the guy is positioning for a downside move, if it starts moving to the upside, that would be the squeeze, where it just like the price goes violently the other direction. That's option A. Meanwhile, other exchanges have spotted large deposits over the last 24 hours. For example, Gemini had a 9,000 Bitcoin deposit, according to CryptoQuant. CryptoQuant, again, is this other page I had pulled up, which is very interesting. So we'll go through, we'll see if we can see some stuff. But again, I don't have real-time stuff. I've actually reached out to these guys on Twitter just to see if they'll give me the hookup, just since we're doing a lot of educational things. So we'll see what they say. They'll probably say no, but hey, never hurts to ask. Let's see. Whales typically utilize exchanges with strict compliance and strong regulatory measures, which include platforms like Coinbase and Gemini. Considering the large Bitcoin deposit into Gemini, which is worth 143 million, a pseudonymous, I can't say the word. Oh my word. Pseudonymous researcher known as Blackbeard said it's time to be cautious. Okay. So basically, there's whales like positioning for a fight. And that all those words are just saying there are two options, and here they are. These are the two options. All right. This time around, the rally appears to be more sustainable and gradual. Bitcoin has continued to see staircase-like rally over the past 6 months, which has allowed it to evolve into a prolonged uptrend. Rather than sudden spike followed by another steep uptrend, Bitcoin has seen upside followed by consolidation and so on. As this website reported earlier, various data, including Google Trends, show that there is still very little interest from retail investors, unlike in late 2017. On the other hand, there's increasing evidence that Wall Street is taking notice. Hence, there's a strong argument to be made that the ongoing rally is fundamentally different from 2017, despite the current extreme greed market sentiment, which is arguable. There's different, that's referencing something where there's like extreme fear and extreme greed, and it's like a fuel gauge meter. And anytime it says greed, you sell, and anytime it says fear, you buy. But I've noticed that there's lots of different versions of that, and several of them say different things. So they are not all aligned. So I would argue with that. Notably, the available supply has decreased due to the recent halving, as shown with dwindling reserves on exchange. And this I can show you. This I can show you. Right here. All exchanges reserve. The red is the Bitcoin in reserve. The black is the price. And you can see there is a substantial change. And it is linear. Like it is, you could extrapolate out like a year or two. And I mean, this is crazy. So what this is saying is the supply of available coins on all exchange wallets is dropping like crazy. And it has done nothing but go down since the price went from 9,000 to about 11,000, maybe almost 12, back in July. So since then, it has been nothing but in a downtrend.
Now, is that because it's people pulling it off of the exchanges after they bought it?
That is correct. So they're buying it and removing it from what is actually in the exchange's wallet. So it is not to be traded again. It's not like Emmett with the sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, buddy. It is not like when you buy and then you sell and you buy and you sell. Like that would not affect this. And plus we're talking about like at the peak, this reserve was 2.83 million. So 2,830,000 Bitcoin. That's a shitload of Bitcoin. And since then it has dropped all the way to 2.2 and continues to fall. And that is as the price has gone up 50%, which makes me like rock hard just to see something like this. Add to that, you have things like Litecoin with these canary in the coal mine type deals that are starting to break up. Their long-term weekly moving averages are starting to show life again. This feels like debate. This feels like debate. I'm kind of leaning this way. I mean, we could wake up tomorrow and it could be down to 12,000, like, right? Like that's just how Bitcoin is. But if I had to guess, a lot of metrics are looking really, really good. Now, go ahead.
I guess. So I guess what the all exchange reserve crypto quant is showing us is that the fight is going to be over fewer and fewer Bitcoins, which is because they're just not there.
Yeah. Well, the idea is it's like my shoe analogy.
Yeah.
You had a certain amount of shoes for sale. Mm-hmm. Half of them burned down in a fire. You have the same amount of buyers ready to buy those shoes, and now they're all coming into the store at the same time, looking around, browsing, and they realize their favorite shoe, the supply of their favorite shoes, has dropped in half, literally in, let's say in this analogy, a few days. Gotta get those new Air Ones or whatever it is. And here we are, and the reserve is already down. So what is this? So 2.8 to 2.2 is a reduction of what? 0.8. It's like, is that right? 27%?
Yeah, almost 30. I was thinking about a third.
Yeah, so roughly a third. So that's wild. That is wild as hell. Especially when, look at this earlier period also, when it was, this is back in 2019. Let's see if we can go back further. I mean, we can. I think this is also one of these things where if I paid, they would let me kind of get more data, and I just need to shut up and be happy with what I have. But this is unbelievable to me. That is dropped. This reserve has dropped by 1/3 with no sign of stopping. As price has gone up 50%. That is awesome.
So what is that?
By the way,
rate?
I got to zoom in on Litecoin real quick, but then yeah, keep talking about hash rate.
Oh, so that tells me that the hash rate for Bitcoin, because so much is leaving, it's gonna be that much bigger of a fight. Ooh, did that just? That just happen? Ooh.
This is 15-minute. Yep. This is nice. So hash rate. Did COVID change? The lines followed each other until February 2020. Did COVID change everything? Okay, that's a really fair question. Really, really fair question. So let's talk about these black swan events, or they've been calling it a white swan event. And since I'm on this white page, let me turn chat panel back on. There we go. Let's say you have a lot of money, and I mean like $500 million or more, billions. Let's say you have billions. You are most likely in multiple markets with multiple positions. And I'm talking about in gold, in US stocks, in, you know, Chinese stocks, European, some currency positions. You know, you're playing all kinds of games. Okay. So when COVID started making the news and people started to realize the true effects of COVID, what happens is, if you're in a margin position, you remember how we just had that discussion about you're going to get a margin call first and then you're going to get liquidated if you don't correct things, right? A lot of people were worried about their global, their macro positions. So Bitcoin, like speaking of COVID, Bitcoin fell 50% in a few days during that time. Let's check some other assets that are not Bitcoin, not even in crypto. Gold. What did gold do during that time? Here's what gold did during COVID. So from here to here, this is literally the same time frame as that graph we just showed for Bitcoin. It fell 15%. And we're talking about an asset that's been around forever, right? Not just Bitcoin's like super speculative, right? And it's not like everyone's in that. Wall Street's not all the way in that. So even this asset fell 15%. Let's look at like Amazon. Just something real off the wall that shouldn't be. Why is it saying nothing found on OKEx? I don't care about OKEx. Stop, sir. All exchanges. There we go. Amazon. All right. Amazon, we're looking for March 2020. So Amazon itself, along with the entire market, was down 26%. Okay, so Bitcoin fell 50. Yeah, thank you, Turk. Amazon fell 26. Gold, which is supposed to be like the hedge, like where you run to when you're scared, even fell. Literally every asset fell. Because the best explanation I've heard, and you're gonna be, our kids are gonna be reading about this in textbooks, right? And probably getting into like arguments over, and well, here's what really happened, Dad. Everyone's worried about their margin positions, and they're worried about cash. Cash is king. In a pandemic, when you don't know what the hell's happening, like you need to just go straight to cash. You hit the big red button that says sell literally everything, go to cash and wait it out. Because you don't know if that restaurant franchise that you just put $250,000 into is going to survive, much less Walmart. Like, hey, if this thing really is airborne, do we have to close every Walmart? You know, does Amazon have to shut down? Hell, it would look great, but is it going to grind to a halt? Like, so everything stops. Everything stops. So the pandemic did change a lot of things, yes. But here's how. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was to say, there were signals that we were getting in construction on a project that we were doing back in December.
Yeah, I can see that.
manufacturing delays and because stuff was having to get shut down.
Yeah,
China.
that's right. And
So-
I had a guy in car sales, and he was like, hey, if you want a particular car, you need to buy it today, not because people are buying, but they are not making any more. Like, they are not making any more. Text is hard to hear, says we. Hang on, I'll turn you up on my end. All right, say something real quick. Let's just see if that sounds...
Is that better?
That better, we? I'm going to assume yes. So, this is my... I was kind of building up, giving you a little background, and then here's my, my punchline for all this. COVID removed the final weak hands to allow us to take off, in my opinion. And time will tell. I mean, we're just kind of at the infancy of this thing. But look what happened. I don't think it's any accident that we could not clearly break and hold above 10,000. And the only time we did was a year before, and then even before that was like a year before that. I mean, this is huge. The fact that we were able to break up, come back, and go, because the guys who were going to sell, who were like able to keep the price suppressed because they're like, oh, I need to take a little profit here. Oh, I need to take profit here. Oh, I need to take profit here. They all sold in one scary ass, get me out of here, I'm done. And the only people left holding were the guys with long-term vision who actually believed in this stuff. I'm telling you, I'm not just bullshitting you. I'm not making this up, because I was there and I was even questioning like, oh, this is scary as hell. Like, no, I'm holding, I'm going to do it. And here we are today, because you have removed a ton of the weak hands. So all an uptrend is, all accumulation is, before run up, is an exchange of weak hands to strong hands. And once the accumulation takes place, it is not going down anymore. There are physically not enough sellers available to push the price back down. Like, it is an intentional move to accumulate enough to have that kind of market control. And here we have this kind of sell-off, trading hands with people like the Winklevoss twins, stuff like that. What's up, Baldy? How you doing, buddy? And they're the ones buying during this dip while everyone else is panic selling, or every like speculator who didn't truly believe in it. So, in my opinion, what we're seeing today is like the rubber band effect from this particular sell-off, because you didn't have this like slow grind of changing hands and then a little uptrend. You had a 50% in a week sell-off, and now you're having the effects of that, which is this kind of macro parabolic run just instantly starting, and even including what we're seeing today, because between this COVID sell-off and today, we've had a lot of Wall Street interest and a ton of big names enter the game, a ton of them. So yeah, there's my little COVID comment on that. All right, so let's go back. Oh, I think we finished our article. Tex, did you have any other questions on this article that I did not cover?
No, I think I'm good. That was kind of I think it was more the short and some of the back and forth in this on kind of how.
Yeah. Something happened.
How that works. Yeah.
What happened? New follower, Nico. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like, nothing popped up on my chat for a solid 10 seconds. So sorry, man. I couldn't figure out what had happened. Heard the noise. All right, so look what happened during COVID too. And this is my last thing on this little deal. You see this sell-off right here? Look at the exchange inflows. So what was this, like 150,000 coin, 100,000 coin, whatever this is, flowed in. See how the orange line goes up? These are coins moving onto the exchange to be sold. And then buyers took them and have just like relentlessly moved them off the exchanges. So we are down 30% since this COVID sell-off. The available supply is down 30%, which is wild. That is awesome. I'm gonna check that chart out later tonight. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. Keep that one up. There goes No Nut November again. All right, minor flows. This is also very interesting. This is So as a miner, Baldy, let me get to your question real quick. I just want to finish my little crypto quant segment here. Miners are the ones like creating the new supply of Bitcoin, right? So the Bitcoin, they do their little work, they solve their Sudoku puzzles, whatever, and they get their new Bitcoin. Like in the block, they are rewarded with fresh Bitcoin, and then they can sell them. So if you see a miner throw a whole bunch of Bitcoin all at once, it means that, you know, if anyone's in tune with the market, it's them. They think that the price is going to drop substantially in the coming days. So far, we have not really seen outflows from the miners that are significant, nothing more than normal. So back in COVID, like let's look at this period of time. We can see that this giant spike here, which is way more than the norm, these orange lines here. So they were flowing in as well. And this goes back to this little part right here. I guess I can do a zoom that. Oh, that made it really, I guess, sorry guys, I'm trying to find a way to like visually show you this where it looks good. Anyway, you get the point. The miners were some of the ones moving things onto the exchange to sell to protect their capital as they have to from time to time. All right, that's all. So what do we think is going to happen in the coming days? I'm actually going to be watching Litecoin. Baldy, I am watching Litecoin as my canary in the coal mine. I'm going to see what happens with Litecoin. Let me explain why. Do that, I can pull up this load chart comparison. All right, on the top we have Bitcoin. We're going to go back to when it attacked its prior all-time high. This is Bitcoin. And over here, we're going to do Litecoin. Now, when Litecoin broke, see, it had this multi-year consolidation. And when it finally broke out, it was right as Bitcoin attacked its prior all-time high. So this breakout coincides with a break in, like a clear break of the prior all-time high. Okay, so these two events are related, in my opinion. I mean, what you could, if it doesn't happen, then I was wrong. Now we're very close to the prior all-time high. Where are we from? Now we're 25% away, roughly. And what is Litecoin doing? Forming a multi-year consolidation pattern. And by however you draw this trend line, 100 different ways, it is cleanly breaking out of it. Cleanly. There's no other, these are the daily candles. It had 100 chances to break back into this and fail, but it has not. So that's why I say I'm going to be watching. If this breaks back down and in, then we'll probably have a pretty big pullback, you know, 30% across the board, whatever. But if we can continue to grind and make new highs and then pop and explode, that would be a huge deal. It will likely coincide with Bitcoin exploding all the way to its prior all-time high, or somewhere up there, 17K, 18K, just some sort of renewed upside, which tells the entire market this is real. This is a real deal. All right, Tom told me you made him invest in Litecoin. So I'll show you what I did. I said, I basically showed this chart on the daily. And I said, if we did 100x from here, this is a 100x return, you know, from there to the peak, then are we actually starting the next big move, or is this debate? What are we doing? And he saw that and he liked it so much that he was like, I went and bought some Litecoin. And then he private messaged me. He's like, hey man, I bought like 5 Litecoin. Like, how am I doing? I was like, all right, man. Nice job, dude. So that was funny. He made me laugh. Aslan, man, I was gonna sell CSGO skins for Bitcoin a while ago, but they started going down. I'm just gonna sell and get in now. Aslan, here's what I would tell. I would tell my own family this. And just keep in mind, I'm going to be here 3 times a week. We're going to be looking at this consistently. So fight the FOMO. Always fight the FOMO. There's usually, if you're feeling like I need to get in now, you're usually wrong. Like 100% of the 100% of the time.
Litecoin.
Not on anything. On anything. Litecoin is looking good because it's broken up and above, and you can make a strong argument that, well, if it breaks down below, then I'm out. But for Bitcoin, here's the deal. We're going to watch Bitcoin's 20-week moving average. And we're going to keep an eye on it because every time in the last bull run, every touch, it came back and it respected it. It was like a nod to the king. Like, yeah, you're the trend line we all respect. We're going to come back and give you a little tappy tap. So if I were you and I had some money, you can either put it in now and know that it's a gamble. Know that it's a gamble. Or you can wait and even if it takes a while, wait for the price to come back and retest the 20 weekly, which I have to think is a more likely scenario. Or like you have an edge there. I always talk about like when you're entering a trade, try to find your edge. Right now we really have no edge. This is like a rocket, and we've just broken a parabolic uptrend, which historically means we're going to break down. And I know I'm gambling against that, but you never know. The smart play would be to just sit out and see what happens with this particular trend. While we have made a higher low here, we need to consistently start making some new highs. And if we can't, then she's just going to go down. That's just how it is. So we shall see. Alka, how you doing, man? We just went over not too long ago. An article came out that a big whale has entered a $100 million short position as of the 15th. So in here, $100 million short, very, very public. And when he did that, what was interesting is the article is talking about, so he put a bunch of Bitcoin onto, well, they don't know if this is the same guy, but a lot of Bitcoin flowed into exchanges. A huge short was opened at the same time. Market sales took place, but at the same time, like, I forget what I don't think it actually said which one, but a lot of cash, a lot of fiat was moved onto the exchange as well. It was on the other side of each sell, like, and was the buyer. So 100 million in sellers and 100 million in buyers are sitting here fist fighting right at this price level. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's right and who's wrong. There's going to be some big boys liquidated one way or another. I cannot draw with the mouse worth shit. Pikachu, okay, all right.
That pin, get that pin.
Okay. We're gonna see what happens there.
You want to know who the winner's gonna be?
Who?
That's who the winner's gonna be.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you who the winner's gonna be. You want to know? It's the exchanges getting their piece. They love this volatility, by the way, because they get a little piece off of every buyer and seller. Oh, they love this stuff. Can't get enough of it. All right, so again, we're talking about bearish. Let's just get a little bearish argument here. We have a parabolic broken uptrend for Bitcoin, and then Litecoin is making this rising wedge. This rising wedge could potentially break down. Very possible. All right. Alka just texted me. Disregard. Nico, what's up, man? Why Google don't know about that short? $100 million short. Yeah, I'll tell you. Hold on, I can pull it up.
So that actually hit through my Google feed on my phone is where I'm getting those articles.
Nico, here you go, buddy. I'll put it in the thing. So that's the link straight to it if you want. Now, it's talking about a position that was just open today. So a lot of the free monitoring services and stuff, yeah, you bet, bud. A lot of them will not pick it up because a lot of their data is like a day or two buffered back because they want you to pay a premium and see it like right now, to see the right now stuff. So you may not see it for a lot of the free stuff for the next day or two. There you go. By the way, as a new streamer, would appreciate a follow. Nico, just saying. Nikki, whatever your name is. All right. So one other thing I want to talk about, and I have two things I want to go over today. One is Google Trends. Okay. See what we got. Google Trends. Let's set this guy up. Hang on real quick. How do I do this real quick? Oh, I'm sorry. I put it on the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. So we're going to look at Bitcoin. Just the Google trend of Bitcoin. Check this out. Over time. We're going to look at this over the last 5 years. Hey guys, does anything stand out? Does anything, yeah, I don't know, pop out at you? Of course it does. This is the 2017 peak. Bitcoin shot way up. This is peak Wall Street psychology chart, dude. All right. Oh my God. Of course, it's like the world's tiniest version. Okay, so as we monitor where we are, we will be constantly looking for euphoria, along with a number of other things. But when we see that right now, again, let's look over the last 12 months. Bitcoin is a nothing burger. Like compared back to 5 years ago. We're nothing. We're nothing. We're at the very bottom. We are at the same levels as June 4th, 2017. Okay, let's go check June 4th, 2017. What was happening then? Where were we? Bitcoin had just broken its prior high. Its prior all-time high. And went on to make, you know, a 10x from there. And that's just like, that's not perfect by any stretch. These are, even back, this was like a 2. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. In October of this year, Bitcoin was a 6. The last time we were a 6 before the little breakout deal was April of 2017. Oh, where are we? Here we go. April of 2017. Right at around the time it broke and made a 20x. So we're very early as far as Google Trends goes. And here we are years later where people already know about it. This is crazy. All right. Official Baldy. Hold on, let me get off this. I know this is like painful. I believe the same as you, but I need your input tips on different cryptos. Plan for 2021 is to go 100% crypto, 25% ETH, 75% Bitcoin, but I kind of want to diversify into more than these two. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea. I think you always need to have the majority in Bitcoin. But if you wanted to just kind of gamble and know that it's gambling on some alts, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Baldy, that's 100% the ratio I am right now with just a little bit in Litecoin. Why is Hawaii number 1? Was it? I actually missed that. Hawaii is number 1. Why you like this, Hawaii? Binance is having a breakout. Tron is having a breakout. By the way, you can look at like recent data a lot of times and see what related things are going up. Like Ethereum, for example, is popping. Bitcoin price prediction 2025, Bitcoin rich list, you know, so there's a number of things that, so if I did buy Bitcoin, Wyoming's all over it. See if we see anything interesting.
I got that oil money.
Got that oil money, that's right. Buy Bitcoin with a debit card. That's interesting. How to buy Bitcoin. So, and we're past the days of Silk Road.
How to Bitcoin rich.
Yeah, right. In it for the, what is it? In it for the tech, and there's the guy with like all the gold and everything. Anyway, we will be, so the Bitcoin trends is something we'll be watching. Wanted to just to toss that out there. That's something we'll absolutely be keeping. Because it has a lot to do with this. And it can very, very clearly tell you a peak or when you're near. Keep our eye on that. Okay. Now, here is something else that I want to show you guys. Give me 1 second to set it up because I'm trying not to like dox myself with something. All right. Baldy, especially like someone like you just talking about getting into this. I think this would be very useful for you. Hang on, let me Nikki, by the way, thanks for the follow. I don't know why it didn't pop up for me earlier, but it says like 15 minutes ago you followed, sorry. But let's see. Here we go. There's my Chrome stuff. Can I not show it? Ah, shit. All right, hang on. Apologies, chat. Give me one. I tried to open a couple of pages up in hidden view, whatever it's called, private mode. How come I do? Incognito, and it didn't like that. Like the stream would not pick it up, so I guess it's even hidden from. All right. I think this will be. I just don't want to just like say my name and I don't think it does. Okay, so we're just gonna yell it. Here we go. So when you buy your Bitcoin, when, not if, when, because you're here to buy Bitcoin. While you're alive, like God put you on this beautiful earth to buy Bitcoin. No other reason. When you do, you need to secure it. Leaving it on an exchange is not securing it. Exchanges get hacked. People lose their money all the time. Bitfinex, Bitcoin hack. Let's see how much Bitcoin was taken. 2016. That 21 million is talking about is not how much was taken. Hang on. Ah, yes. Bitcoin in 2016. I said Bitcoin. Bitfinex in 2016 had 119,000 Bitcoin taken off of it, worth 1.2 billion in Bitcoin today. I had friends. I lucked out of it. I had nothing on Bitfinex. This was not an issue I had. I had many friends with a lot of money on there, and the way that that Bitfinex got like through this is they said we can make that money up, but in the future off of fees, off of trade fees. So we're going to give you an IOU. Yeah, that's 1.9 billion. It's crazy, right? So they said, we're going to give you an IOU, users, all you users out there. We're going to give you about half of, I think it was more than half, like 60% of what you should have gotten. And then an IOU for the rest. Sorry. And that IOU will go up as we make fees on the exchange, through just normal interaction, buying and selling, blah, blah, blah. So then we'll pay you back. But this is what you risk. Now that was actually a good outcome. There are many exchanges where the owners themselves will steal the Bitcoin and disappear, and then be like, "Oh, I don't know what happened." Here's the most infamous Bitcoin hack was Mt. Gox. In Mt. Gox, they were responsible for in 2014, Mt. Gox was responsible for about 70% of all Bitcoin transactions globally, of all of them.
Damn.
All trades. I mean, it was wild. This is where the early guys got in. They have to wire their money in, blah, blah, blah. 650,000 Bitcoin were taken off the exchange. There ain't no coming back. You ain't getting that back. It's done. Is done. Okay, so why am I'm trying to put the fear of Jesus in you, right? So when you buy on an exchange, your head goes, oh shit, Jack was just telling me like I could lose everything, because you can. Like, you need to think like that. So you got to protect it yourself, and the best way to do that is through one of these, what's called a hardware wallet, which is either a Ledger or a Trezor, and there's one or two others, but I would recommend one of these two. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Nikki says, I think you don't need this expensive stuff. Casual flash drive and using OS in live mode for operation will be enough. Security, yes, and you're right, but a lot of my chat, I promise you, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, let me just YOLO a paper wallet up real quick and I got it figured and I feel completely good with that. Won't use flash excluding you make to the operation do this live mode OS. Yeah, so let me pause and come back to that, because Nikki is right. You do not need these wallets, and I'm not going to give you a ref link, and I'm not making money off your sales, so I don't care what you do. But what I am saying is take some precautions, and if you're very new to all this and you don't trust yourself, then a good option is to use either one of the Ledger products or a Trezor product. There are several models available. It's not like there's only like so they're going to pimp their most expensive stuff. Yeah, but just scroll down. You don't have to have these super crazy things. There's like a $50 one. This Model T is their big one. Where's their little generic one? Or did they switch only to those? Maybe they did. All right, so let's check out Ledger. Nano S, $60. Nano X. Show me your price, bitch. Why you make me work for it? I don't care. Oh, 119. Okay, so for 50, $60, which was the Nano S, you can have some sort of hardware wallet. Now, what a hardware wallet is, and why I'm even talking about it, is because, and we're gonna come back to this chart, is because to send the Bitcoin from your wallet that you control, you literally have to click a button. So for a thief to take your Bitcoin, they need physical access to your particular ledger. Like in this instance, a ledger. Or your Trezor, if that's what you choose to buy, whatever. Oh, here's the little $50 version. This is what I missed earlier when I was looking. So if you buy one of these, you're gonna get some seed phrases in case you lose it, and you can start up a new one. To save your seeds, you can put it on steel, but it's more expensive. You can do all kinds of things. But the punchline is, what you want to do is secure your stuff. Secure your shit. Now, what's best for you is completely up to you. I think this is a pretty good resource where you can actually compare the two. Here we go. Let's see. 3 to 20 apps installed at once, up to 100 apps. So this is kind of like the both. And an app is like, if you bought Dogecoin and you bought Litecoin, you bought EOS, you bought like a number of things, right? Speculating that it'll be worth more in the future. Then you can have a lot of these things on here at once. And you can actually do that on this smaller one too. You just have to remove one and then to add something new at the same time. 50 plus compatible wallets. A lot of them are the same. It's more just kind of like what suits you. I don't think, oh, this is the battery only mode. Is this, yeah, this is the one with Bluetooth as well, the Nano X. So if this is another attack vector, so let's just be honest, but if that's something that's really important to you, you want to be able to go move around, take it on a plane and do a trade without needing a laptop or something, then you would, something like this might be useful. And then Trezor has their own little stuff. It's pretty much all the same product, just a little fancier. I'm not familiar with a lot of this stuff. I own several of both Ledgers and Trezors, but more of like kind of a collector deal, and I haven't bought any of these recently. I don't know much about like the Model T, or what comes with it, or why you might want it, or why not. But anyway, do your own research, check it out, see what you think. Oh, and the last thing is, if you buy a hardware wallet, buy direct from the manufacturer. A lot of times, if you try to go through like an Amazon reseller or something like that, they're gonna like try to screw you. They're gonna put a little something in there that steals your seed phrase, or it's gonna come pre-set up where they actually have like written down the 12 seed words and then given it to you, and you put your crypto on it. Meanwhile, they've got a sister to the one you just bought, and they're setting theirs up. And now they can steal your stuff using their physical wallet, because they basically made a mirror image of your product at home, because they knew the seed phrase because they set it up for you. So wipe it, start from scratch. And then I do want to come back to what Nikki was saying. There are easy ways to do this yourself. Like if you believe in yourself enough, you can do it. All you do is like Google set up Bitcoin paper wallet. And there's another number of things that are going to be important for you to do that. It's recommended you have a fresh OS, that if you can get a computer that's completely air gapped, like no Bluetooth, or at least you can turn it off maybe. No Wi-Fi or turned off, if like manually turned off if possible. If you can go create your paper wallet that way and then send your Bitcoin to that wallet, that is an extremely safe way to do it. And then, you know, etch and steal the seed words or whatever. There's lots of ways to do it, but just put some actual thought into this, especially if things do go like we all think they might. And we're looking at 6-figure Bitcoin here next year, or, you know, however long it takes for the timing to work out. You're going to wish you had taken a little more precaution, especially if like the exchange you use gets hacked, or, you know, you bought one Trezor and then it burnt up in a house fire. Like, you got to think through all the scenarios and take precautions. Okay. So while we were talking, Litecoin continued to shove, made a new local high within this particular little move. Again, we are monitoring this breakout from the multi-year downtrend, which is this. And then this is just like, if I had to draw it another way, this is kind of how I drew it. I'm trying to be real generous on, is this a real breakout or not? This is the $1 million question. Because the last multi-year breakout was a 100x run for Litecoin. And it coincided with the Bitcoin attack of the prior all-time high. And we're 25% below the all-time high, but we're tickling it a little bit. I mean, you can smell it in the air. Something's up. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let me catch up here. Official Baldy, don't worry, people already beat that into my brain. Oh, okay, you're talking about the ledger and all that. Yeah, absolutely. Aslan, okay, so that Bitfinex hack, or no, the Mt. Gox hack was 10.3 billion. Yeah, you know what's great about that too? This is, hold on, I'm gonna get into my thing after I read Nikki's deal. Don't be greedy. Let me close my short on Litecoin. You know, it's not a terrible time to open a short. I've seen worse times. I mean, you have a bearish, by definition, a bearish pattern. You have Bitcoin that's kind of gone too hard, too fast. I don't hate it, but it would be such a Bitcoin thing, and just such a crypto story for this to be a massive breakout and go 30 to 40% to the upside. Just like the giant, like, FU kind of candle. I could totally see that happening. So here's what I was going to say about the Mt. Gox stuff. There are lawsuits going on right now for the people who are owed Bitcoin from that Mt. Gox hack. And when was this? This was when the actual hack? I think it was 2014. It may have been earlier in 2013. Oh no, it was early 2014. Okay. So these guys are owed their Bitcoin that they have not seen since 2014. They have IOUs, like legally, like legal binding contracts. They are going to court and dealing with this shit all the time. There's actually people who buy, sell, and trade that paper. Like, that's a market. So if you were very interested in like jumping in the fray here, you could actually find someone who has one of these paper IOUs for like, you know, 10,000 Bitcoin, and which they'll probably never see again. Like, let's be honest, it's 6 years later, moving on to 7 years later, they haven't seen any of it. And they're buying it for pennies on the dollar, just on, you know, who knows? Maybe something happens. They magically get all their money back. So that's just funny to me. Funny side note. You can Google a lot of that stuff. See what's what. Nikki, I have short stop on it, and I wait not for big benefit. Just 60 Litecoin on 65. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's a terrible move.
So for that Mt. Gox, do they think that Bitcoin has re-entered the market, or is that still in somebody's wallet?
They're watching it, and I haven't paid attention to it in a few months. So, I think there's a way to see like literally where everything is.
Where they could track potentially track that down.
Yeah, there's something I can't remember what it is, and I'll try to find this for Tuesday's stream. But there's actually a group that always monitors like where everything is moving. From May, it was $800 a Bitcoin for Mt. Gox. Oh, you looked it up for the IOU. So you could get $800 per Bitcoin on the Mt. Gox IOU. Yeah. So if you're feeling like, I know there are guys out there who are buying up a shitload of that stuff. Just on the off chance that, hey, because they've already made their Bitcoin money. They've got like 10-figure Bitcoin, 11-figure Bitcoin. And now they're like, hey, if I can pay some X percent, 10% or less, 5% of a Bitcoin.
On the dollar.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Let's just see what happens. And if they hard fork it and somehow that's worth something to me, then maybe I can, legally get some of it. Yeah, Brock Pierce, I've heard, is doing a lot of the buying. So he calls it his refunding, but he's buying the IOUs. It would be a cool collector's item. Yeah, absolutely. Whoa, I made a bubble. So that's I like that story. That's really a funny thing. I mean, it sucks, but that's the Wild West of Bitcoin. Now there's not just the one exchange. Now there's, we look up coin market cap. We look at Bitcoin, and we see you. Here we go. By volume. Okay. Why did that say it didn't trust it? The double. Okay, Binance. Here we go. Binance, $700 million in 24-hour volume. That's insane. But really, it's more than that if you add up the different currencies. Interesting. Bitcoin still trucking. I'm wondering if we're going to see a breakout tonight. This is why I keep coming back to it. Because the way it's acting, the fact that it did not break down right there when it absolutely could have is very interesting. And same with Bitcoin. The fact that on low time frame, it has refused to break down is very interesting to me. Still might. And Nikki's short might get a ton of money here, but we're saying we'll keep monitoring. The Turks, so a bit meta here, but are the Mt. Gox IOUs going up in value? If so, how's the price moving versus Bitcoin? I don't know. I don't keep up with it enough to.
What's the Mt. Gox IOU Bitcoin pair?
Hold on. Let's see if that's a Mt. Gox. We got gold futures. That would be actually really funny if TradingView was like, oh, hell yeah. Let me show you. Hey, by the way, chat, TradingView has agreed to come on stream and actually show us some stuff that maybe would help you trade better that you don't know about, because they've got all kinds of stuff buried. They've got shit everywhere that you don't necessarily know about. There's all kinds of stuff. Little indicators that not a lot of people do, ways to use comparisons, the replay function, which a lot of people don't do very well, myself included. So anyway, we're gonna get them on their little social media guy. He's gonna come talk about it. Give me the crypto with the best potential that ain't a penny or some weird shit. Need at least one more that's trusted that I can check out for a while. Okay, if I had to, let me pause by saying I am a Bitcoin maximalist, and
for education only.
This is for education only, and don't sue me, and there's no crystal balls, and I don't know shit, and blah blah blah, all this stuff. Okay. There's two things that look good to me right now for the upcoming bull market. The like macro trend. Number one, see you in court, friend. All right. Don't know what I said, but I told him. The first thing is Ethereum on the USD pair. Let's see. That's Twitter. Hold on. Let me find it. I have a very nicely. Yes. Here we go. Oops. Ethereum on the daily pair, for the sole reason that this is completed Wyckoff accumulation and appears to be breaking out, consolidating again, and starting its next like uptrend. Now, why is this important? because this is a 2-year accumulation. Basically, the whales gobbling up all the Litecoin they could for under, call it $300.
Ethereum.
ETH. And this particular Wyckoff accumulation, the last time we saw this was back with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was sub $300. So it's interesting that Ethereum is accumulating under $300 when Bitcoin accumulated under $300. They're like, even their prices of so it's not just the market structure that's the same or similar, where you have strong sell-off, sideways, failed breakout, strong sell-off, sideways, an actual breakout with consolidation above this trend line, which is called the sign of strength, before the continued uptrend. And again, we can look at Ethereum, and it is.
I hadn't even considered the sub 300.
I mean, the pricing is even the same thing. The failed breakouts, the shakeout, the big nasty shakeout, and then right on the tail of the shakeout, which again, we have discussed how that's beneficial for Bitcoin, because a lot of weak hands are selling right there. You've removed them from the equation entirely, and it's the same concept for Ethereum. So these weak hands are gone. We're now breaking up and out and continuing the uptrend, I think, to make new highs and then some. My particular target is anywhere from the like 5,000 to 10,000 range for ETH. So that's one of my favorites. The other thing that I like is Link. I like it for a number of reasons. One of the biggest is it's kind of new. It's new, and there's not a lot of overhead resistance. Even with Ethereum, even as we truck up, you've got guys who are stuck in 1,400, $1,000+ Ethereum, and I promise you, all they're doing is waiting to get out. That's all they want to do. They're just saying, get me out of this shit. I'm done. I got scammed back in here. If it ever gets back there, I'm going to get my money out and I'm done. So you have sellers waiting, which is different than just people saying, oh, that's enough gains, I'll sell there. Oh, that's enough gains, I'll sell there. It's a different market entirely. And Chainlink actually has a pretty decent. So I'm just kind of trending the overall trend there. But even on the Bitcoin pair, it has been in an uptrend against Bitcoin since inception, back in 2017. Like it is forming its own parabolic run. So I'm wondering if, just like Ethereum went from its, like $5 or $6 to 1,400, I'm wondering if we're going to see something very similar with Link USD, because of how bullish this looks overall. I can count on like one or two hands all the alts that are actually bullish right now, especially against, I can only name a handful against Bitcoin. Oh, look what happened here too, Tex. It actually broke out, like down and out of our little. This is TRX, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So I suspect we're gonna keep selling off. XMR just continuing to bleed. So these are Bitcoin paired items.
Adding zeros on the wrong side.
We're in price discovery to the downside. Doge Bitcoin, EOS Bitcoin. I mean, everything looks like shit against Bitcoin right now. Except if we go back to the Link Bitcoin chart, it doesn't look that bad, and it's actually holding. Now that may change by next stream, who knows? But in the short term, with Litecoin breaking out like it is, with Bitcoin punching up and being within striking distance of the all-time high, I don't know. I think it's not a bad time for some kind of Link entry. The Link so far this year, the Link high so far this year was about $21, just shy of $21. It pulled back to 7 or 8. I was a pretty heavy buyer at between the $8 to $10 range, and it's, still at 12, so it's not like you've missed the boat or anything if you decide this is a good option for you. So just something I'll keep an eye on. Nikki, one day I lost 60K while waiting to recoup, but it's old story. I'm gonna live, and it's good enough. So what'd you lose it on? How'd you lose it? Was it like a failed trade? I want to hear that story. And in the meantime, while you're telling that story, I'll tell you the most money I ever made on an altcoin was a margin play on Bitcoin Cash of all things, on Bitfinex.
Never heard that.
This was forever ago. I don't think BCHN. That's not what I'm looking. Is it actually BCHN? What are the, this must be something to, okay, well, apparently we're not going to get it. But it was during, like, I've just got to show you this chart. This was wild. It's basically right around this point when, no, that's not right either. Bitcoin Cash. Bitstamp. Getting somewhere. Is that it? Bitcoin. Roger Bear over here. You mean the real Bitcoin? Maybe Binance has an older history. I'm just trying to find a good hit. All right, so nothing's got it. Anyway, this is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. So this shows it going up to $500, but this is 2020. It went to like 4,500 back in 2017. I don't understand why I can't find something that has that history. This is super annoying. Okay, sorry guys. I guess I should just... Binance didn't have it. What about Bitstamp? Maybe Bitstamp had it. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, awesome. So, look at this last shove. And I was in like some kind of 5-figure long on margin somewhere in here. And it just exploded. It was like a 4x within a couple weeks plus margin. It was like, okay, I guess I'll go buy a car now. That was crazy. That was wild. Okay. Nick said, yes, it was a failed trade with a stop order. Yep. I was waiting a half a year in margin long position. After that, I accepted, lost, and closed. Okay. How many pesos did you profit on that trade? Be nice to see Bcash go to 0. You lost near 9K only on the funding fees. Damn, dude. Yeah, so if anybody is considering margin, there are periods of time where you have to pay for the margin position you're in. By the way, Bitcoin or Litecoin just exploded. It do appear. Go back and look. Am I crazy? No, we just made a new high. Litecoin just made a brand new high. It wicked 6680. Uh-oh, Nikki. Uh-oh, Nikki. Look out, buddy.
This is where you get got.
Maybe, we'll see. I mean, we just printed a new high. I am okay. All right. We'll see. See what happens. It ain't over yet. That's true. You got to see where things close out. That's what's more important. The 4 hour to 12, on and on. We're still clearly in this trend. Actually, you know what would be really good for you is if price broke out, but then returned and closed inside. Because that would be like a huge signal for some kind of breakdown, like all the way down and out. And that would be awesome bull bait. Everyone entering shorts right in here. And then for it to cascade down. That would be pretty wild. Baldy, it was like it was pretty good. Like 30K, 30 or 40. But what was hilarious was I was in like a group, we were all talking and we're like, where's the top? Where's the top? And we're kind of going back and forth. And I had a limit sell order just by like the sheer audacity. It was like 4,200 and it closed my whole position right in there. And then blunk, everything went to shit. It was like complete luck. It wasn't like I had any skill. There's nothing involved. It was like, you know what? This seems like, because we broke the high threes, and then we were going on to new highs and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's good enough. I'll just limit sell there. And then I closed the position and went to bed, and I woke up and it was like everything went to hell. And that was it. That's the all-time high. Like, it has never even come close to that ever again. That was crazy times. Don't enter Bitcoin Cash thinking it'll do that again. It won't. That was back when people thought Bitcoin Cash might be the new Bitcoin, like the real Bitcoin, that kind of stuff. Don't do that. That won't happen. All right, what else we got? Ethereum, Neo is still kind of in my watch. This is actually kind of a bullish pattern though. But again, I need a break and close above this 16.5 line, because this is the resistance line that we tested as support and it broke, it failed. Now we're coming up and testing it from the bottom, and it failed to break up and through. So I'm out of all Neo until that looks stronger. It does not look good to me. The pattern itself is bullish, but the market structure of how it can't get up and over this kind of 1650 range, I'm out. I'm not playing games with that. Kabina, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? I remember this time with the VCH and hard fork. Yeah, Nikki, that was wild. That was like, what are the miners gonna do, and what's the real Bitcoin? And everyone's shuffling around. It was time when a big East crypto stock scammed. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but you're right. There was all kinds of negative news, and Roger Ver was everywhere talking about how Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. He was just going on and on. By the way, if you wanted to short something, imagine shorting EOS, because I've never seen anything look so sick. This is a horrific chart.
But that's a bull, right?
Yeah, hold on, let me do like an inverted chart. That looks great. So the question to me, here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if like every Bitcoin chart is going to look like EOS in the coming days. Like if Bitcoin just pulls a face melter and literally nothing can keep up and it all drops, despite being at like kind of on the Bitcoin pair, despite being on like near historic lows, like TRX.
Yeah, there's only so much it can do. There's only so much money to go around.
Link is still holding its own. I'm going to keep an eye on that. But even Doge, like I wonder if, see how we're kind of forming, I love Dogecoin and all that, but we're forming this kind of macro downtrend where we can't seem to form new highs. And I'm wondering if it's going to pull the same thing where it's going to break and kind of do price discovery to the downside, which I would hate, because Doge has just been old faithful with like pump dump, pump, blah, 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 blah. But here lately, this little change of character, when you factor in its entire price history, the only way it'll be okay is if it pulls this guy, because this was the last all-time high. That box is the last time Bitcoin attacked its own all-time high. So I hope what happens. By the way, Tex or anybody, any mods, if you see any of these kind of deals, yeah, just ban, just do straight ban. Nikki, it became BTC-E or WEX. No, you had crypto on it. Oh, but you got all the funds off. All right, good. Nikki, I'll tell you something funny. I went to a conference with a friend and he had a name tag and he was wearing it around, you know, it's like, my name is, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't want it to be there. So he wanted to hide his name just because, you know, it's crypto and people are weird and you just don't want your name out there all the time. So he walked by some table and he grabbed some stickers that were there. Just grabbed it. Didn't even think twice about it. Covered his name up and, you know, moved on. We're going to booth to booth. Turns out he grabbed a Cryptopia sticker, which anyone who's been in crypto knows that was a site where the owners exit scam, essentially. I mean, they would argue and say they didn't, but if you had money on Cryptopia, you lost it all. So he's walking around with this sticker on a lanyard, looking like all official, and he had this big, sweaty looking Russian dude with his hair like combed back, and he comes running up and he grabs my friend by like the shirt collar and he was like, "You motherfucker!" And he starts kind of like shaking him. And he goes, the guy was like, "Whoa, no, hold up. What did I do to you? What's up, man?" And he's like, "You're with Cryptopia?" And he goes, "No, it's just some sticker I found." And the dude was like, "Oh, okay." And he had lifted him off the ground. I mean, not really, but it was practically that kind of moment because this dude was huge. And he had his paws on him and he just like relaxed and then turned and walked away. We're like, "Oh shit, dude. You almost got your ass beat." He's like, it was just a sticker I found. He was like almost in tears after. Oh, that was funny. And that's how we learned about Cryptopia and how they scammed everybody, because we didn't know anything about it at the time. I had warned him, but I didn't know any better. That was pretty funny. Okay, what else you guys got? I've kind of hit my highlights. I wanted to hit Google searches. I wanted to hit, protecting your stash. We've gone over what price action is showing. Really, we're just going to continue to monitor. We have no clear direction. The trend is up, but the uptrend has technically been broken, and we're just kind of floating. So this is like the time when it's 65-35, probably something like this. If I had to assign odds. So the smart move, technically, like quote unquote, just based off of market structure and the break of it and all that kind of stuff, is to guess down. But Bitcoin's had this habit of literally fucking everybody who's gambled on it going down for like 2 months now, with a couple exceptions. Like if you had a short right here, you won, and that's pretty much it. The end. As far as like sizable moves go. That particular move was, and that was 15%, 18%, whatever it was. If you wrote it from the very top to the very bottom, but that included some kind of head and shoulders. There was some indicators leading up to it. Right now, the only thing you got is a broken parabolic ascent. I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see if Nikki's. I should leave this up on the text. Like, will Nikki's? No, actually, we'll put it on Litecoin. We're gonna see if your short plays out. We're gonna address that next time. Nikki, where's your short from, if you don't mind me ask? Roughly. $65.45? Oh damn, dude, that's actually a really good spot. I wouldn't mind a trade like that at all, to be honest. So we're gonna say like some. All right, so we're gonna leave that there, and then here we'll check things in a couple days, and we'll see what's what. I'm telling you. So 2 days from now, let's see where that will be. Vertical line. So today is the 15th. We started about 8, which is 20. So we started there. Let's see where we'll be in 2 days. 17. So we'll be right there in a couple days. I don't know. We could have some decision. More than likely, though, I bet it just keeps ranging and kind of filling out this, or it makes some actual decision. Gotta see what Bitcoin's gonna do, though. Overall, macro structures still look good. Ethereum still looks really, really sweaty. Those are some short time frame stuff I was watching from a while back. This appears to be respecting kind of an interesting trend.
Yeah, I've got a parabolic curve that it's just barely below that I have drawn.
I think we need some more touches. Are you talking about like from here?
From where you've got that line you just drew.
Hmm.
Basically from that start, and I've got not many.
You can maybe make this kind of argument.
Yeah.
that
Kinda
it's
right
like
there.
about to have its next little justify my choices here. We have lots of touches and interactions at, as I zoomed it like changed how it looked. Trying to get like all that kind of stuff even right in there. It may be kind of hard to see. There's even touches from the downside, a touch from the top. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of hard to draw something like this. But overall, we are still bullish macro structure. Unless, I mean, the only time I lose my bullish outlook is if we lose 300. We start closing consistently at 300 or less, I change my tune. But there's a lot of good things. Also, if you guys are interested in some good analysis, Carpe Noctem on Twitter does the best write-ups on different coins I've ever seen. In fact, you know, we were just talking about Link and like kind of what's the story on it. Oh no, hold on. Carpe Noctem. Josh is a buddy. He's on from time to time. But he just not too long ago put out an article. So his thoughts on EOS. He did one on Link. Yeah, my thoughts on Link here. And I'm actually gonna copy the tweet, put this in the chat for you guys. Check that out. Or I know I don't know why I just linked the tweet. Here's the actual article. If you have any interest in Link, like Baldy, if you're like, hey, this might be something, learn about it. Like figure out, like, why is it good? Get your edge. There's information asymmetry. It's a big deal in crypto because cryptocurrencies are there. There's like 3,000 currencies. I mean, it's a stupid amount. Like, let's sort. Oh, this just. Somewhere this used to actually, oh, number of currencies, here we go. 7,000 unique cryptocurrencies. Okay. So when I say information asymmetry, no one can understand, or no one has the time to read all this stuff. They just don't. You can't know all the coins that are out there. So if you can find one or two that you might kind of have an edge on because you've learned about it and you understand why it's important, and you understand like what this Oracle network is and why it's important for Ethereum and how it connects different things, you know, become the expert. Learn about what you're putting your money into. All right. And coming up, I believe the plan is to play a little bit of Rocket League here in a minute. As I like to tell chat each time, looking at charts is the way I do it anyway. And this is what I recommend to a lot of you guys. Find your trend, figure out what you think is going to happen. Put your what ifs in there. Yeah, you bet, Baldy. Put your what ifs and tell yourself like, okay, if this happened, if then, you know, set your if then stuff. If this happens, then I do this. If that happens, then I do that. And make your plan and then walk away. Find something to take your mind off the things. It's not healthy to just sit there and think about charts all day and babysit positions. So I am one where I don't like to use leverage because I prefer to have a spot position in and take profit when I'm ready versus knowing, just like Nikki was saying, if you have a particular margin position open, depending on the site, typically it's every 8 hours, you'll have to pay. It's like you got to ante up to sit at the poker table. And if you're thinking about that and you're like wondering how that cuts into gains, and then all of a sudden the price goes down 3 or 5% or something, and oh man, I've been up this, I'm telling you, you can't focus on anything you're doing. So this is why I variety stream intentionally at the end of my streams here, is to just show you that we're going to keep watching charts and we'll watch price, and if something exciting happens, we'll click back over. But part of making these macro trades is to enter a position and then take your mind off of it. Play a game, play The Witcher, play Rocket League, you know, whatever. Do all that stuff. And check on
StarCraft.
it. StarCraft. Yeah, hell yeah. StarCraft's a great game. I'll actually have a PS5 ready by next stream, I think. And we'll check out the new Spider-Man or Demon Souls. You know, I'll let chat pick whatever you guys want to see. We'll just go from there. So anyway, if you guys got any other questions right now, let me know. I'm going to run and grab a drink, a cold drink this time. And then Pentauga and I are going to play some Rocket League. We'll see. Oh shit, do Demon Souls? Yeah, I think it looks awesome. So I bought Demon Souls and Spider-Man, and we'll check both those out. We'll see what's what. And then I have a few friends in the crypto industry, and there's a bunch of those games coming out too. And so of course we'll bring them on and we'll check those games out and we'll see if they're worth a damn or not. You know, these are not AAA publishers, so I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. Okay, I'm gonna run and grab a drink, and then chat. I'll be right back, and we'll switch over to the other session. Hear me. Oh, what's up, chat? What you guys do while I was gone? Huh? Make Bitcoin do. All right, Pentauga, you said you're getting on, yeah? Get in my face. Ugh. Oh man. Oh, I see you put the charts in the chat earlier. Texicus. I guess I should shill my my Discord, guys. I'm setting up a Discord for all of you. I know I've had a bunch of people ask me on Twitter, at least, like especially the European guys who may not be on all the time. They just kind of want a place to like see some of my charts, kind of bullshit back and forth, ask some questions, whatever. And so I'm trying to set this stuff up. Yo, Pants. We is in for Rocket League. All right.
Wait, Tex is in for Rocket.
We just put that in the chat.
I'm just saying. We have a battle between Tex and we.
We got to figure it out.
Flip a coin, bro. Use Steam to flip a coin.
Okay. Heads or tails?
Ugh.
We picks it in the chat. Heads or tails?
I gotta be real though,
Ah.
Tex. Wee's been our partner. I'm not gonna lie. Wee has been our Rocket League partner in these tourneys.
It's true.
So,
It's
my
true.
vote is for Wee, Tex. Just saying. I know how Wee plays better than I do Tex.
True. That's true. Tex, we're gonna bring we in just because we have consistently lost, and it's like a challenge now. We're just trying to get past a certain level as a little group. But then as soon as we lose, we'll start trading it out. Switch.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And I love you. Tex, know that I love you. In my heart.
Tex knows that we love him. Tex knows that
in
we
my
love him.
soul.
If it was StarCraft, I'd be the first to go, because I don't know shit.
Oh no, he's right though.
Well, Tex is in right now, and we have tons of time to play some randos with Tex.
I like that. Do that. Hold on, did I do this right?
Comps.
Hey, say something
Tex,
in chat.
how many?
Type something in chat for me, guys.
Well, I don't even. Tex hasn't said anything. Is he still here?
I think he's fuming. He's so mad.
No, I think he stepped away.
Crying in the bathroom now. Way to go.
What am I supposed to say in chat?
Anything. Just type anything in chat. I'm testing something. Any of you guys in chat, all you bots, kids in your iPads, on your iPads, mom, who wants a sub? This guy needs a sub. Nikki, 5 subs if you lose on your short. I had another streamer friend. He got annoyed that when he came. You gifted this up to Nikki. Thanks, Pants.
Do it.
Insult to injury. I had another streamer buddy. He got mad when he joined in. He came late and he couldn't see the chat. So he was like, you need to make it where your messages don't disappear. I wanted to read the last few messages because I had to step away and they were gone. I was like, okay. So I think I just changed it. We're like watching right here to see if they disappear or not. Or if I did the setting wrong. I probably did it wrong, to be honest. All right, Pants, send me the invite.
Okay. Tex is not.
Tex,
You're not online.
Tex, yeah, we can't hear you at all. If your internet's going out, because this actually happened to me twice over the last week, it'll show you in the room, but no one can hear you. So see if you start like losing connection.
You're not in game, dude.
Nikki,
There
I'm
you
laughing at you over here, buddy.
There you are. Now you are. All right, let's run a couple for the tourney. Or, well, I mean, we can't hear you, so.
Nikki, you like to bet, man. What's a good bet? What's a good bet I can do like with chat? Oh god. Oh god. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me now, Pants? Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. And can't see. There we go. There you go, chat.
Texas got it. Oh, that's a good shot. It's all you. I'm going back
It's
behind
gonna
you.
weird bounce. I gotta be careful on this.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
Steal
on
this
it.
boost.
Ooh, sorry.
Nice,
Ooh,
nice, no,
nice
you're
catch.
fine, you're fine. He's gonna
Left
catch
foot
on
up.
the wall? No way. Yeah. Got that?
Oh, jeez. My car is not listening to me.
Got you baited. No way! That was a great pass. Oh my god. Good pass.
WTF.
Tex, leave the Discord and then reconnect and I'll pull you up. Oof.
That max.
He got it, he got it.
On Tex.
Okay, I'm gonna take this moment to try to bring him.
Yeah, it's fine.
You hear us now, Tex?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, just as soon as I opened Rocket League, it just stopped where you couldn't hear me.
Oh, got him.
Fine.
Oh, because I missed. Great.
Oh my god, he came from behind me and shot it off to the left. That was great.
I'm covering
Boys
both
can aerial.
types. Go ahead and push out if you got max.
Challenged it.
Covering your post.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Oh, you jerk.
Oh, language.
Ah!
Oh my. Okay. That's not great. It's something.
One for it.
Ah!
No way.
Wow.
Ugly. Ugly.
Ugly.
Ugly is right. All right, chat. Let me know if you got any good ideas. I want to do a big giveaway when Bitcoin Bitcoin breaks the prior all-time high. So I thought maybe we'd get some alts that typically pump when the Bitcoin pumps. So it's like I'm giving extra. But if you got any great ideas, let me know. Like maybe Doge, maybe some Litecoin, that kind of stuff. Got him.
Because yeah, I'm far post.
Easy.
Shot.
I actually had you deafened for a minute while I talked to chat, so I'm glad I didn't have to communicate.
That's all good. All good. Oh, watch that shot.
Oh wow, that redirect was nice.
Off the top
Coming straight
wall.
down.
I
Sorry.
saw.
Sorry.
You're just fine. It's fine. It's fine. Probably fine. Oh damn it!
Shot.
Douchebag hadn't have been there. I
Got
had
it.
him.
Ooh!
You hit him. Oh wow. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. He's gonna. Yeah. There you go. Great read. Great read. I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, that
glitchy.
glitched hard.
Yeah, I did. Like
Go
went
ahead.
through him.
Pump it up. Yeah, there we go. Got him.
Is that in? Yes.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Nice play.
Thank you.
Great deflection there.
Yeah. No, I couldn't. Oh, and you caught the post. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice to know you
Yeah.
still do that.
Oh yeah, I post like crazy, man. I'm not Post Malone though.
Funny.
I already have one of those in
Hilarious.
this chat. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. Sorry.
Well, I'm not in.
Got
Tabbed
a
out.
little excited. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh my god. Please keep that moving. Okay. Woo.
I got a max. Nice job.
Hey, Nikki, check out your emotes you got. That's the best part of my stream, by far. Not even the content, it's the emotes.
Get that.
He's got
okay.
it.
Yeah, he's got it. Ah.
Oh, Joe Biden
Get deep
2020.
Look at their names, brother.
I did not even look. Tex! Good try. What are their names? They're all Joe Biden. That's funny. Well, then he's already
Hang
won.
on. Hang on. I'm AFK for a second.
Not if I don't recognize it, right?
It's true. Keep fighting. I need a recount. Need a recount up in here. You bastard, if you could get back, thank you. It's gonna catch that. Nope, Wow, hi. Then he ran into me. Oh no, Pants.
I gotta reconnect. I'm
Okay,
good.
come on.
I'm back up. Reconnect.
Going up for it.
Great
Yeah,
job,
I'm
dude.
here.
Great
I'm here.
job. Nikki, you got my little Bitcoin roller coaster.
I
guy?
got it. Fail.
Yeah.
Back behind goal.
He's gonna go for it and probably get it.
Oh,
Oh man, if I had charged that, that'd been goal right there. Shit. My bad,
Watch for the
guys.
midfield shot here. I got it. Ah!
Oh, he keeps teeing up his buddy.
yeah.
They play really well together like that.
Going around you. Play that.
Oh, I don't have the boost to go for it.
It's alright.
There's something, guys.
Yeah, Texas got it.
Get it! Oh, Tex, not like this! Oh. Oh. Good try.
Good shot, brother.
Good try, good try, good try. We'll get another setup like that. I'm sure. Man down. Hit it, Hariel.
Come on. Get it.
did that not deflect straight in?
I couldn't get to it.
Still got plenty of time.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Told you. Still plenty of time.
Smack
Still
it
plenty
in.
of time.
Smack
Still
it
plenty
in,
of time.
yes!
Ah,
Told you we got plenty of time.
I
Very
mean,
nice.
you called it. You called it. Of
Yeah.
course we do.
Plenty of time.
Easy. I'm actually gonna put it on Litecoin for Nikki. Nikki, we'll have the Litecoin chart going. Oh my God, not like this.
oh, wow.
Oh my God, Pants, don't be late. Oh,
Why am I? We're wide. He's going for it. What are you freaking out for?
dude.
I know what I'm
give me a
doing. Calm
goddamn heart
down.
attack.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no no no! Oh jeez. Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Yeah, I didn't have the boost to go.
Fine. We just net neutraled.
Oh.
Oh, hi Pants. Sorry, dude. Oh my God. Okay.
On the goal.
He just debated his own dude. I love it.
All right, I'm collecting boosted goal.
Okay, yeah, great. You just hit it straight into him. I love it.
I'm not going for that.
Great job.
job.
Pants, you're back.
Ah! Couldn't catch it.
I got it. Oh, he ran into me, but I didn't blow up. That was funny. Take his boost. Oh, no way.
Went straight through me. That's great. He pushed me into it, so that was great too. I love the glitch through my car and then getting pushed into it. That's great.
On my screen, you went straight into it, like balls
Oh,
to
yeah.
the wall.
No,
There's
he
a score.
he came from behind and went bam and nailed me
my God.
square into the back.
Joe Biden wins.
He was going for it, man. Oh man, it's great. Pull I don't know where we is.
We get in the chat.
Oh man.
Wait, that's the wrong president. Trump for life.
Trump for
He
life.
just
Get outta
he
here
hits
with
us
that.
with the Trump for life and then bounces. Litecoin. Wait. We're on the wrong chart. Litecoin. I love that we have this line in the sand now. We're just watching to see if Nikki makes money or not.
What do we? Oh yeah.
On my chart.
Yeah. Oh, where are you? Why are you delaying? Oh my gosh! What
Oh
are you
my
doing?
God.
Oh my gosh, Jack!
I'm
why are you
sorry,
delaying?
did I leave the game for like a full 60
Oh
seconds?
my gosh! Oh, I'm tapped out. I gotta hold on. I'm not even in the game.
That's true. I did tap out. That's a fair point. It's fair play. Fair play.
It's all good. We're good. This is gonna be a score. Texas.
Oh yes!
Ooh, nice.
See you, Nikki. Have a good night, buddy. Have a good night.
Night, brother.
See you, man. Thanks for coming around. That's
See you on Tuesday.
Yep. I'll be back Tuesday. We'll talk all about how your short's playing out. He's gonna be like filthy rich, maybe. Oh, he got me. Damn, a fingernail.
Both of us. Both of us.
Fingernail.
Yeah, you got both of y'all. It's a great lift right there.
It was a good lift.
Ooh.
Good lift.
So, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's pretty fun.
You bought it?
I've had it. I just hadn't played it, and then I
Let me
kind
go.
of started. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull in front of you a little bit. Ah, that's nice, buddy.
We didn't do something goofy.
Yeah, make him do some more. I got it. I'm
you?
gonna try and lift it.
Okay, text your
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Oh, nice try. I can't.
Well, I thought he
don't-
was gonna hit it.
I know.
He
He,
didn't even jump.
There you go. There's something. I'm dead.
Yep.
Tex, you can push.
Let me take this, Tex.
Tex is already airborne.
I'll play it. Not play it. Oh, okay.
Tex, rotate back. Just get boost. I got it.
Bring it around.
Oh, damn.
Think about. Nice shot. Tex, I'll rotate behind you. Someone go behind me, please.
Okay, I'm in.
Rotate back. I'm back far side.
Yep, sounds good. Oh my god, what's happening?
I was trying to make him jump, which... Oh no, bad pass, thank you. Sorry, I pulled Tex out of goal with that, sorry. Tex is in goal, I'm behind you, Tex, with blue.
Got it?
Alright.
Make a play if you want. Nice try. I got it.
I'm in goal.
He's gonna pound that downfield?
Is he taking you to
rotate.
Pound Town? Is that what you're trying to say?
Sorta. It's really weird for you to say that.
Very lucky. Oh, Tex.
Very strange. Strange use of that terminology. Get that Tex before he does. Ah!
Shut it. Cleared it.
Nice try.
Okay.
No goal.
Go.
There you go.
Oh!
Oh, he drove around it. Hang on, I'm checking a chart real quick.
Yep, sounds good. Of course, should be. Absolutely.
Not really, I just wanted y'all to panic.
What are you doing? Dude, I did not panic when you delayed that. I don't know what you're remembering.
I'm solid.
Oh my god,
Come
an
on.
average.
The aerial 5 a game. Ooh, I just got max right then. Ooh.
I got nothing for it.
What's it doing?
Go ahead and come out, Tex.
I had no boost for that, so good job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're saying it like you're coming.
Yes,
Nice, dude. That was great.
Great pass.
That was a great pass. Good job.
We is in disc, by the way.
Well, say it on stream, you crazy bastard. Hi.
Hey!
What's up, man?
How's the Rocket League youth group going? Oh,
Actually pretty well. They've gotten pretty good pretty fast. So
How do you play without profanity? That I've never figured that part out.
yeah, it's I don't cuss that much anyway.
It's like, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You bring up a good question.
I really don't.
He's got it.
I don't cuss that
Back
much
for you.
anyway.
Back for you.
Alright, I am in goal. Keep up.
Crap on a cracker is about the worst thing I said tonight. Which they sound very
you calm down. I don't know if you're coming out.
Calm down.
All I heard was I'm in goal.
Woo!
I'm here if you can get it to me. Or just score. Just score.
Why would I do that?
Just
I was
score.
trying to get the touch right as it went in.
I saw
goal.
that little jump.
Nice job.
Nice. That was an easy route.
Okay, so we're doing the tourney next,
Tourney.
right?
In fact,
too
it's
late?
on right now. No, we got time. Dude, you get in, you have to wait like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It starts at 11.
Okay, I
Registration,
sounded like I was being ugly. I really wasn't.
registration's at 11, so. Get out
Oh
of here.
my
You're not-
god. Ah! I stopped him at least.
Ah,
Nice text. Sorry, I'm back.
Tex.
Great shot.
Get in!
Good save.
Tried. I got nothing, so if you have full, go.
Yeah, I do.
Now I have max.
Oh, he got me. He just
I'm
bumped
going
it.
back. I got 2.
Oh, I don't like that. High shot. Is he gonna get to it?
Yeah, he's got it.
He's gonna spin out though.
Wow.
He spun himself out. Spun himself out.
Back it again. There you go. Text
more.
it for shot. It's gonna be like really goofy.
Ah, I couldn't get
Try
to
me.
it. I was out of boosts.
Ariel.
Yeah.
Ah.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
To minimize noise, I'm gonna send you to the lounge. Love you, Tex.
Oh, really? That
G-
that
GG's.
too?
Love you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That when we're live, we gotta keep it simple. We gotta keep it very
brutal.
streamlined.
I'm gonna see if I have something here. Do I have the power? I don't. You didn't give me that power.
Only me.
I
Only
want to file a complaint.
Only the streamer.
I want to file a complaint with HR.
Can't do it because then I gotta bring up everyone.
Schmidt.
We have
Schmidt.
like 10 people in
Schmidt.
here.
Schmidt Coin. He's our HR department.
He is. Yes. Please direct message him on.
Oh, dang it.
Twitch.
They have not gotten an invite yet.
I shot you.
Yeah. Just got it.
Why did I was in your party and then it like invited me again.
See, this is why,
Yeah.
like,
Well, so it says second chance. I feel like it actually starts earlier.
It does.
Well, that's fine.
Like
But
10:45
I
or something.
still, even when we get into it at the right time, it's still an 8-minute wait. Because we were on time the other night, and we still had to wait 10 minutes. We logged in at 11 o'clock on the dot. Still had to wait 10.
I don't know what
So
to
to wait 2 minutes, and then if you don't make it that 10-minute round, you wait another 10 minutes for the second chance round.
Yeah.
By the way, I made s'mores tonight and it was delicious.
It is
Or,
it is a big tournament, so. You had macarons?
That is not what I said.
That's what it sounded like.
I said Mexican.
Oh, Mexican.
All
Macarons, Mexican. It's close.
Sure.
right, so we're gonna check out some charts here for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trading in stuff.
All right, chat, hang on. So we got you over in the web surf. We can see stuff. We had our boy Nikki, who is a guy in chat. He's been short since 66.40 something. So that's what this particular line is for. So that'll be kind of, we'll keep some live updates. That may be the end of the move. I don't know. We'll see. You've been short all your life. Wow. Litecoin doing its thing. What else we got? Doge. Just going between 17 sats and 18 sats. Ethereum. Doing its grind. I wonder if this is making like a... Yeah, you can make that argument. Sure. We're just kind of grinding along. That would suggest that the dip to buy was what we just had. See if that continues. What's really interesting is how this is not just nuking. Here we had a breakdown and then 2 full days of consolidation. Or I guess we're starting the second day. So one day closed the breakdown, a full day just hovering. Now this is also typically a bearish pattern. I mean, it's a rising wedge. But it appears to have actually broken it. Hold on. I can draw a really nice clean trend line. Like we're breaking up through it, which would be very bullish. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll see what's what. I don't see anything that looks super scary right now. So from its highs, Bitcoin right now is down 2%. 2%. I love it. People are getting scared and selling. We'll see. Shall see.
Cool. So,
what antenna should I use? Got any good antenna?
a winning one.
Dollar sign?
Yes.
If you're going for a Bitcoiny
Ooh,
type of thing.
Dollar.
Um,
Actually called dollar? It is.
I do not know.
It is. It was literally called dollar. Nice.
You're going with the s'mores look though, aren't you?
I need a different. I'm gonna change this.
All right.
You got a top
Ooh.
suggestion? No. I'm just it's like
Oh, those are
scrolling.
sweet. I'm not gonna spend $7 to build them, but they're cool.
Right.
What is it?
Wheels that I got while trading in stuff. They're the IO wheels, but they're infinite IO wheels. You can't
IO
see
wheels.
because
Uh-oh.
I owe nothing. Bruh.
So I got 3 weeks. No, 4 weeks. Sorry, 4 weeks. And then I am moving.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Congrats too, though.
But so you know where you're moving to?
Yep, I got an apartment.
Okay, cool. I think that's a good figure out like exactly what.
Oh, absolutely. I was having trouble finding an apartment even because the market's so nuts.
Yeah, I
But-
believe it.
I'm gonna rent for a while and yeah, house shop.
Okay, I got the crystal ball.
Oh, nice. Yep, I like it.
It's kind of good.
Crystal ball. Oh yeah. I
Ugh.
forgot about that topper.
I think it's a cool topper, personally. It's just the design I like a lot.
I guess I could kind of use that for if they didn't have the witches hats and the wizard hats. I'd use that.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh my word, I just traded in
So-
3 of these.
So
Another one.
I know that. Well, I know we doesn't play it, but Jack, you and I used to play Call of Duty all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The new one, the Cold War one.
Yeah.
Phew, I've been watching a lot of people play it.
What's the feedback? What are people
Dude,
saying?
it looks sick. And they have that 4-player zombie mode now. which
Is that in that game, or
Yeah.
is it in like all their modes? So you have to buy Cold War to play the zombies and stuff?
Yeah, like you have to
Oh.
buy. Well, yeah, I mean you have to buy the Call of Duty. Yeah.
I don't know how they do things anymore, to be honest. That Modern
It's not-
Warfare, where it was like free online, but then you could pay to do missions.
Well, that's-
and
That's like a what is it, like a PUBG
Battle
type
Royale.
game. Yeah, only. So, but I don't know. I told we I've been just itching for a first-person shooter, so I've been kind of going back and forth through stuff.
Had fun playing
Battlefield 4 is still fun.
Battlefield 4. Yeah, that was fun. I was kind of in a off mood whenever we played that, but I'll definitely play it some more.
You really can't go wrong with Battlefield.
Nah,
I think.
I've been a little
No.
stressed, so haven't been as engaged and haven't had as much fun. As
But
usual.
like specifically, I mentioned that to you, Jack, because of the PS5. So, because I'm pretty sure it's on PS5.
Ah, okay, that'd be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
You got a PS5, Jack?
Yeah, it should be here tomorrow. It's actually kind of annoying. It said it's been in the truck, like loaded into the truck, since yesterday. And it was like out for delivery. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to get it early, I guess. And then no,
Not so much.
never showed up.
Dude, apparently it is freaking insane. Both of them, Xbox and PS5. Like the new machines are pretty insane.
I can't wait to get it and blast Atani on Twitter.
Yeah. He hadn't gotten
Have you
his
still
yet.
not gotten his?
No.
A lot of people in the UK had problems with theirs though.
Well, they intentionally delayed it for like a full week. I don't know
Yeah, maybe
why.
there was something with that. I found my streamer that I liked on Twitch on Facebook, the FIFA guy that I
Which
really
one?
like watching. His name's Danny. His Twitch name was R9 Rye. His last name is Rye. And
Right. Oh, man.
but I found him today, which was nice. Shot him a little. Like Facebook is so weird, man.
It's a weird deal. The guys who stream over there, they even make fun of it. They're like, "All right, you guys tell your grandmas, I'll be on."
Well, they keep Facebook Gaming's been around for so long, and they keep saying, "Yeah, we're gonna give some feedback to Facebook to figure out how to make the UI better."
And they haven't changed it since they started it.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
they haven't done anything, so you can't keep giving feedback to people who aren't gonna do anything about it. So I don't know. I watched his stream today. I figured out some things on how to maneuver the chat and all that to where it's more user friendly, but I just like Twitch's UI is a lot better.
Oh.
It's a lot easier to use. And I noticed his numbers were like, which I realized he's starting on a new platform. People are still probably like trying to find him and all that, but he was averaging like, I don't know, 1,500 to 2,000 on Twitch, and today he had 155 viewers and maxed out at like 200.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Those are them's rookie numbers, son.
Dude, yes. For someone he's been on Twitch for like 3 years now, 4 years now too. So
Oh, geez.
yeah, but they paid those guys tons of money.
Yeah, they got the bag.
yeah. Like they're probably set for like the next 4 or 5 years.
Best set in crypto, you'll be set for longer.
Yep.
Well, those guys, a lot of those guys are crypto guys too.
Not if they ain't here. They ain't serious.
Sure, here we go, boys. Let's do it. Try and clear it. Oh my gosh, or pass it straight to them.
Good
I'm
pass.
sorry.
I like that pass.
Great save, great save.
Stay in
Sorry
goal,
about that.
Ariel.
Yep, I'm in goal. I'm coming out because I don't want them to hit it.
Oh my god. Wee, that's you?
It's a rocky start. I'm in goal behind you. I'm in goal, in goal, in goal. Go for that.
I missed it. I missed it.
He's gonna play back to the right.
We got it. We got it. We and I are both in place.
Oh, try to push it further.
Wow, that pinch was awful.
Yeah.
Got it. Oof.
Back behind, back behind.
Yeah.
Want me to go in front?
I'm
Okay.
going.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Ah. Good.
Who's coming out?
I got Max. Go behind me. Go behind me, go behind me, go behind
Yep,
me.
yep.
Trust you.
Why? Why not?
The angle is so weird. I'm in goal.
Ah. Watch. Shot.
Do you want it?
Sorry.
Aye, we.
I thought you were gonna push up further,
Yeah, I thought he was too.
like the back corner, like a maniac.
I
Nope.
thought Pants was gonna go for it. Ah. I can't get a good like clean hit on this damn thing.
Sorry about that,
I
guys.
want to hit that. Go. Thank you.
I'm wide. Ooh.
I'm back.
I'm behind you.
Weird
We
bounce. Fine.
Nice hit.
He got it. Damn, it went straight to the guy. Wow.
Yeah.
Rotating back around. Keep
Oh.
rotating.
Camera flip got me. He hit it and it glitched. Oh my god.
Ooh, he
He
almost had that
almost
redirect.
chipped that in. Yeah.
Man.
Let it bounce. Charging.
Got it. Good
Nice.
bombs.
We need to get this past midfield.
He got it.
Got it. I just tried to make him jump, but he didn't even jump. Wow. Did you blow up or did he?
He did.
Okay, I'm behind then. I'm in goal.
Mine. Yours.
Go behind me.
Okay.
Yep. Try to force that high on him. It's a good shot.
Oh, I almost got in the way of
Man.
it.
I was trying to force him to pump it over the goal. That's a great
That was a
pass.
good lift.
Yeah.
Oh, great
it's
try.
So
Oh,
close.
touched
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Great
Damn.
try.
Thanks. I guess if I had rotated like 90 degrees in the air, just turn my face.
That's a tough one.
Get
It's
more
tough.
body in front of it.
You going for that?
I'm way back. Mine.
I'm in Wii. Sorry.
Oh, then yes.
I'm in goal. Nice.
Up and over.
Inside corner. Nice try.
Who's in goal?
Coming for it.
I'm
Really?
wide.
Why'd you hit it straight up in the air?
That's in.
I get
I'm
that.
gonna double hit it.
Nice job.
See ya. Not over. Good hit. We hang back.
Yep.
Mine. Look for shot.
Just tap. Don't let him get that on a straightaway.
Nice
Good
job.
hit. I'm rotating back.
Yep, I'm
Christ.
pushing up. I got this.
Yep. That's a
Ah!
nice try.
Couldn't get it up. Sorry. I have that problem. Nice save.
Ah!
Fine.
Ah, he bumped me. I can't get back. Now I'm rotating back.
He's got it.
Yep. Good lift.
Oh man. Most chicken shit shot ever.
Go behind me,
Yep.
Oh. What is happening?
Wow. Wow. I need a second to like you figure out what happened. We's going backwards?
That almost worked too.
I'd like to file a complaint. He got that over me
my
somehow. I don't know how.
Oh, great play.
Play to the corner.
Wow. Great job.
Got no boost.
Get that, Wee. Ooh.
Oh, take that. I'm getting Max behind you. Are you going for that?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yep.
Not great.
Oh, it's in!
Oh.
Oh my gosh! They pushed me above the ball. I couldn't get a good shot.
Nice. Good deflection.
Oh, it's only be mid.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know you were back.
No, it's fine. I didn't have a shot.
30 seconds.
I was just trying to keep it from going
Yeah,
down
wow.
the field.
Flying V. Flying V formation.
We need one good push here.
Shoot.
Oh! Lift the last guy. You got it. Lift the last guy. You got it.
Oh! I was trying to go over you to redirect. He was coming.
Not like this.
Oh, totally like this.
Oh, jeez.
Not done. We done.
Come on!
Oh, guys, come on.
Sorry, bud.
First round. All good.
Why do you keep running into teams that are like...
We should have beat those guys. Look at our saves, though. Damn, we had 8 saves as a group, and only
Only
two
had
shots
2
on goal.
shots.
Wow.
It's hard to win with only 2 shots.
All right, let's do a 3v real quick.
Obviously. Can't end on that crap.
Painful. Painful.
Where's Tex? Is he gone?
I don't know.
Bro, everybody has season 1 tags.
What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Look at their
'cause
tag.
They've won. Tournament winner.
Yes.
F off.
I'm not gonna mean anything when we beat him.
Wow.
Cleared him out of the way.
Damn it. Battle bus. Wow, battle bus.
Yeah, battle bus.
Oh my god.
Lift.
Lost it. You got it? I'm just messing
Oh, I
with
thought you had it. Sorry,
you.
I
I was
failed.
gonna hit it straight to my goal.
I was actually gonna play it. I thought you were gonna play more mid, so that's where I was headed. Ooh, nice
That was
deflect.
too hard.
Oof.
Guys, he beat me.
Nice play. Good save.
Done.
A field.
That was the goofiest aerial.
I had to make sure I bounced it. I wanted to not want him to land right in front of him.
Ah. No way.
Let's play, boys. I'm in goal.
Okay.
Got it.
Nice wee.
Oh, you did it for me.
Oh, calculated.
Nice.
Hit him with the calculator.
Nice.
Spin. But it worked out.
Oh.
English on there.
Don't you watch me, Harry Turtle.
Uh-oh.
Don't you do
I'm
it,
not
bud.
watching your Twitch or witch? Because this
My
is
witch?
I don't know. I
Don't
mean,
you
because
watch
we're
my
witches.
witch.
I mean, we're wizards, not witches. We should tell them that we're wizards, not witches.
How did he tap me and blow me up? He didn't even
Ah.
move that long.
Yeah, the Super Saiyan punch.
Yeah, like barely hit it.
Oh
Thought
my
he-
god.
Oh, that was a
Things are
not
glitching. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, this is a bad server.
They're all bad servers. What do you mean?
You seen that meme with the astronaut looking at the world and everything?
Ah, crap!
No, I haven't seen that.
With
You
the
know what I'm
gun to the guy, to the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah.
other
Like
astronaut
the one
guy?
astronaut's like, wait, the world's made of blueberries or something like that, and the second astronaut is like got a gun to his head and he's like, always has been. He's about to execute him. It's kind of like that. Like, wait, all Rocket League servers are shit? Always have been. You got that on the wall? No, you don't. Oh, you do! Me of little faith.
Bro.
Bro. Nice, okay.
Would have been different if it was you. I don't miss shit
Okay.
like that. I don't miss shit
Okay.
like that.
Alright, Grandma. Can you just dunk one home, please?
There you
There
go.
Got over him? Oh, I kind of did. Okay, there you go.
Get it. Aw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, gonna get me. Ooh, good play.
Oh, not great.
Oh, we're good.
Around
Oh.
me.
Oh boy. That knocked
Nice.
you halfway across the pitch.
Great
Get in
hit,
there.
Great hit.
Dang.
Mine. Look for shot.
Yep.
Oh, it was bad. Bad
Oh, he
good goal.
bumped me.
shot on my point.
Bumped me. Oh, he bumped me. I saved.
Oh, good try.
man. I tried it.
I
Good
missed
try.
it with my nose. Wasn't that great.
Oh, he bought that thing. Really?
Right?
I've seen that a bunch. It actually
Oh my
hurts even
gosh.
more